Hello, hello. How is everyone?
Hello.
We return.
We returned.
For
Poe and
more-
I were just sitting in the screen, whatever.
Yep, that's
discussing
the one.
the best stream starting song ever.
That's true.
'Cause
I
it has
change it up every
immaculate
once in a
vibes.
while, but it's hard to deny that one is the most fitting for the channel.
Yeah, man.
It's the most appropriate for an open.
There's a place I know.
It's
that always feels like home.
I really need to make a new
Wow.
animation dealy bobber for it though, just because it's like
Sure.
the first
it
one
up.
I made. Although it is the longest lasting, simply because it
Okay.
doesn't have most of the model in it, so you
Mhm,
can't tell it's outdated, which is great. really saving my bacon there. So that's nice.
Yeah, I just really like that. Hi, Whitney, by the
Also,
way. How's it
yes.
going?
Hey, Whitney. Welcome.
I just like that song so much.
I know, it's good. Yeah. So that's always good. In other news, I guess in notable announcements for the beginning of stream, Saturday I plan, and I hadn't specifically mentioned this to Cappa yet, so it's news to her as well. Saturday, I intend to do what will be my first IRL stream, because I'm gonna do a computer construction, building a computer, because I missed the opportunity to do my own computer because it was a crisis build because it was dying, and so I didn't have a computer to do the stream. However, as is usually the case, I have built my computer, and then my parents, who I also built their last computer, started asking me about computer things. And, like, most notably...
To be fair, they need one.
Well, sort of, because it still works. The primary issue is that Windows 11 is becoming even more belligerent about, like, stabbing Windows 10 in the back. And so, with Windows 10 hitting end of life this year, their computer is, I think, old enough that it doesn't actually support Windows 11. I could be wrong, but it might be old enough. And even still, it's probably a good time to update it, just because of the fact that, like, it's the right time, and I think they've had it for probably approximately 10 years? Probably.
Yeah.
It's very old. They don't use it for very much, so it's been fine. So that's not an issue. But pleasantly, that means that I get another chance to actually do a PC building stream, which is something I've always
So you don't
wanted
need
to do.
the GPU I have, I take it?
Well, I'm going to use it, but I don't need that for the initial build.
Okay.
I'm going to be putting it together. I still intend to put that into the PC. I just don't need that
okay. Cool.
to build the PC, because I mean, that's just an easy slot in. Like, that's the last thing you need to do is put in the GPU anyway. So, like, it will be a GPU-less build this Saturday. But, like, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
I intend to still use that. Yeah, so that will be fun. I'll hopefully get that set up and working. And by that, I mean all of the stuff I need to do IRL stream stuff, mostly like space for it and some sort of camera rig up. Yeah, but what that also does imply is that for anybody that's been particularly curious about it, it is going to be a whole face reveal bit, I suppose. I don't find it particularly pressing or interesting, but it is. I am not going to concern myself with, like, subterfuge, because I think that's kind of silly once you get to a certain point. It's like people have been streaming with their faces on stream for a long time. Like, if as soon as you sort of cross the bridge, it's just being like, I do IRL streams too, but, like, I think it's odd when people, like, then wear a mask or whatever. But then it's like, I could recognize you. Like, you're on camera. I can ID you. That seems, you know what? Do whatever makes you comfortable, I guess. But, yeah, I'm just going to do the
So
stream.
you're not trying to face reveal, but if you leaned into camera, you do not care?
No,
Or
I'm
you
going
are
to
actually gonna
avoid. I'm going to avoid the shenanigans of that by just, I'm going to be on camera talking about the computer stuff before I start building.
Oh.
Because, like,
fancy.
I think it's sillier to just not concern myself, and then there's all of the willy wony nonsense while I'm having to fuss about trying to get my head in or out of camera. Like, it's stupid.
I got you.
It's fine. Like, it's just not a big deal. And I think every time it's made such a big deal, it seems like it's stupid. It's like hey Koala, how's it going?
Well, you didn't miss a stream on Tuesday because you had a power
true.
outage, so you only missed one.
You did only miss the one. Tuesday was an arbitrary power outage that was very annoying. Like, I got out of work. I sat down for like a half hour after work. And the power just blinked out. And I was like, what? So, like...
But what?
All of our... Yeah. Weather was fine. It's just like, nope. And so we had, like, plans to make stuff for dinner. We were planning on, you know, like, I was doing the stream. Like, the night was planned. And it was like... I guess we'll go do anything else. So we went to this weird local overstock store that just started being there lately that's just full of random nonsense for very little money.
Nice.
Amusingly, it's a lot of Target stuff because Target can't manage to sell anything because nobody's going to Target, which is very funny. So we got a few Target, like the wife got a fanny pack to go to amusement parks because she was like, I need something to carry stuff. And so she got that, and I got some like bike riding gloves, and it's just like all half price. Just a lot of things labeled with little Target, Target tags, but yeah.
I haven't.
No.
Is it embarrassing?
Whatever they're doing, it's too little, too late.
Too little, way too late.
Like, we're not going to freaking Target. Well, and that, honestly, it's probably indicative of just how bad it is for them in the fact that, like, I haven't seen anything about it. I'm relatively, like, connected on Blue Sky. Like, nobody cares. Like, everybody wrote off Target, and they're like, no, we're done. Like, nobody's talking about them. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody gives a shit. And it's just like, no, we're good. No thanks, Target. You can just scoot along to the corporate graveyard with all your little cronies. Shoo, be gone. Like,
oh my God. They kept the lorem ipsum copy on the product tags.
I did see that on one. Is it all of them? Because that's amazing. I did see one in. I forgot that I had seen that. I did see that one picture of a tag, that was lorem ipsum. I was at
they're just making it crazy subtle and calling it Pride.
Oh, that's stupid. I was at a steampunk festival last year, a while back, and I remember I saw a vinyl sign for I don't remember if it was a food stall or maybe a craft stall or whatever, that had a bunch of lorem ipsum on it. And I was looking at it and I was trying to decide if they did it on purpose because they liked the lorem ipsum as just like a thing, or if it had been a mistake and they didn't know what it was, or it was a mistake, they knew it was a mistake, but that's the thing they had and they didn't have time to fix it. And I was like, what is the story of this sign? Why? It's lorem ipsum. Because I could imagine it being sort of tongue in cheek, maybe. At
You're
like a
right, Whitney. That was pretty bad.
But it
yeah,
was.
I always I'm so used to seeing lorem ipsum that like I know. It's all beige with like barely any rainbow, and it's all marked as adult stuff. And some of the stuff it doesn't even have But anyway,
bro,
I see a lot of lorem ipsum as a software product.
Yep.
Person, because it.
Yep.
I mean, it is just like there will be text here. We don't know what it is yet. We put in lorem ipsum text, like
yep,
to show you how it looks. But I
should start running around.
I guess I assumed everybody knew what it was.
No.
But I guess not.
No, not everybody knows.
No.
Should I use a tent? Maybe I should use a tent.
And not that the client that asked about it or got confused about it is like a good barometer, because they're like, but yeah, they were like, well, why the flowers? They really got confused about it.
Okay, hold on. I got to talk to this person. It's been too long. I remember we have some switching to do.
Oh, right.
On the subject. Yes. I don't know if you heard, Whitney. I would have expected you to chime in if you had heard, but I do plan to do an IRL stream on Saturday, which you may or may not care about. But since you've been here a while, I thought you may be curious. Regardless.
We're building a computer.
Correct.
Except not we, because
It's
I won't
me.
be here
You
or
won't.
there.
It's me.
No.
The one thing that is nice about this is because it is such a basic computer, because it's for parents, Saturday.
Yeah.
That is correct. Since it's such a basic computer, it is a very good, like, educational build as far as, like, if you've never built a computer before, like, this is what you may be able to expect from, like, the simple stuff, because it's not complicated, it's not fancy components, it's not doing in weird things, it's, like, bare minimum. That's true quality. I do kind of think it's an interesting topic of discussion around, well, yeah, and that's kind of the point. Like, I think it's a sort of interesting discussion around, like, the mystique or so. In my case, I don't really, like, maintain much of a, well, mystique. Like, I talk about my daily job. I do, like, I really don't maintain any
It's not like you've
degree
got a lot
of
of tweens out there
separation.
crushing on you while you play video games.
Well,
who are
also
gonna
that.
be dismayed and destroyed that you
Also
look like
that.
a human instead of an anime character.
Yeah, like, yes, I'm not exactly falling into the category. Honestly, knowing me, because shocker, I know me, and I know what I look like. I expect the most likely outcome is for people to be convinced that I'm not as old as I say I am. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's probably gonna, again, challenge the whole age allegations, because I look pretty young, honestly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's pretty much the extent of the mystique, though.
We're both lucky enough to look slightly younger than you would expect.
That's
Although
true.
I think part of that is just that people don't know how old people look. Like,
Yeah,
TV and movies just
That's-
have, like, people look
that's true.
a lot of ways.
Well, the other thing is that we are fortunate in our, like, hair color maintenance, in the sense that neither of us have gone, like,
No.
gray. We maintain our hair color And like that's usually like the thing that you can identify. Like, you know, guys start getting the salt and pepper beard and the gray hairs, and it's like some people start getting gray hairs real young. Like, I got some friends who start super duper gray, and they started when they were like 24. Like started graying at 24.
I had a friend who had fully white hair by the time she was 30. She looked kind of great, actually.
Fair,
but
yeah, that's the most likely outcome, aside from anybody who's curiously shocked that I am not, in fact, a floating collection of polyhedrons.
You're gonna have feet. That's gonna be the real.
Yeah, I will have legs. Oh my god, it's a thing.
It's a lie. Everything we've been told is a lie.
Yeah. Oh no. What
I knew it.
Oh my god.
Of course I knew it.
The thing is, the thing that I think is maybe likely, which is kind of a funny but annoying, is that it's like because of the content of the stream, right? That it's like could be connected to a very different potential audience and like could find people looking for like I if I end up with like more viewership than all of my other streams, I'm going to crash out. Like I can't handle, and especially after I finish it, if it's the stream that starts getting like so much attention because people are looking for a basic tutorial on how to build a computer, if that's the video that takes off, I am going to crash out. Just I can't handle that shit. Like this is the thing, which I mean, I guess cool.
You are a computer engineer.
I am. I do like building computers.
Oh my god, Poe, you have to title, computer engineer builds a basic computer. You have to.
I guess. I was actually what I was considering for the title was like like so you want to build a computer, or
no, that's a good one too.
So you want to learn how to build a computer was probably what I was going to title it. It's just like pulls it all in. I'm just like, oh my god.
I made myself laugh so hard I
don't
even know if the microphone caught that, but I thought that was
if that's
funny.
the stream that takes off, I mean, great or whatever. But then I have to be like, now I have to come up with a bunch of other IRL stream ideas. And like, it's kind of fine because I feel like I have a decent way to set up the camera and stuff to make it work. But it does, like, if I try to make it a regular thing, it is going to require me to like move all of my work stuff, because like that's the desk I'm gonna use to like put stuff on. And so it's like I'd have to move all of my work stuff off the desk every time I wanted to stream, and it's just gonna be like, that's a pain in my ass. It's like, god, because I don't really have that many other ideas for IRL streams. Like you've got some like single player board games that would be fun. Like you have things to do that you want to do, like hand cam streams specifically, but like I don't really have other ideas. I get one thing is true though, is that for the face reveal thing, I do have the benefit of generally presenting male, so like I get to avoid so much bullshit like that.
That's why like I wouldn't want.
It
would be one thing if I was a full-time streamer, maybe, but
yeah, like for me, I get to bypass a bunch of potential harassment and irritation. Yeah, like
no thanks.
Okay,
but also like there are photos of me on the internet.
True,
like IRL, and they're not hard to find.
Yeah, and it's not as though that doesn't exist for me. Like it would be possible, be a little bit harder, but also just vastly less incentivized to do so. Like people are just way less likely to be inclined to do that.
It's true.
My thing on that subject is that a lot of people who do avoid, like face reveals and stuff, but give away enough information to sort of narrow down enough. Yeah. Like, the thing is that people don't realize is that it does not take nearly as much as you think it does.
Nope.
Because a lot of people take a lot for granted. Like, for one, one of the easiest pieces of information to dramatically narrow down where someone is, geographically, and I guess maybe it's irresponsible of me to say this, but like, crazy people probably already have figured this out. So I guess protect yourself by knowing that this is possible. This is not a tutorial for assholes. This is a instructions of the things people can piece together. If you stream, for instance, obviously, big one is streaming. It's really easy to identify at least what longitude you're at, roughly, because if you put up a schedule or mention what time you stream ever.
Oh, yeah, I mean, time zones are...
That's your time zone, right? Time zone,
yeah.
1. Easy. Boop, straight. Then the other piece is you will inevitably have to likely announce issues with storms or inclement weather or anything like that, which can dramatically narrow down locations when you can cross-reference time and storms and time zones. You can triangulate quite quickly a region that someone is in. And on top of that, then, places that people might go that they don't even take totally for granted if they're talking about, like, stores they like to go to, right? That they don't realize are, like, regional, like, the obvious ones are kind of like In and Out, right? Is like, well, if you have a In and Out that you go to, like, whoop, that narrows things down dramatically and such. But there's a lot of stores that you can start talking about.
And then if you really try to, like, shop local, don't give those names out on
Yeah, because, like, I could actually probably give enough information to identify the city I live in simply by talking about all of the regional fast food that's available. I could list, like, you can find this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and then, like, identify things that you can't find, and you could probably be like, but that's where those places exist. Like, it doesn't take much. So, and granted, that narrows down to a city, but the thing is, once you narrow down to a city, if you have other information, like especially someone owns a home, home ownership and addresses is public information, so now you can start searching for names, things of that nature.
Where
like
they work.
You can.
Yep. And what they look like.
You can find people. Like, that's the thing.
People are eminently findable, and that is creepy.
It is. People should just not be assholes, is really the crux of it.
For sure.
I think it's fine that people are findable. People should be more comfortable about... People should be able to be comfortable about doing, like, just sharing their lives. The problem is,
just a bunch of people ruining it for everybody.
Suck. A lot of people suck, and don't be the people that suck. Yeah? Like that. Don't be the sucky people. Be better people. That's your Sesame Street life lesson of the day. Don't suck. The more you know. I'm mixing metaphors, but that's fine. Anyway, he's talking to us about treasure.
Fossils.
We're not trying to steal. Outer continent. Go outside.
That's right.
Tunnels of web.
That's
you
right.
go that way. It's quite a trip. The only way to go further is to hitch a ride on the Gargant. Right? That's what the flowers were. That's what the Gargant eats. But it'll lead you to a dead end if you let it go where it wants. Okay, so you navigate the Gargant with that switch over there. That turns on and off water.
Yeah.
Gargant's haywater. Block off sections. That over there is the number 2 switch. You'll need to trigger it to go to the other side. Okay. How do I get there? Yes,
because we're going to go find the danger twink in the outer continent.
Correct. That's the expectation.
We have to walk under the ocean to do it.
Or we have to walk a gargant under the ocean to do it.
I don't really think that's much better.
You'll need to trigger the number 1 switch to do it. Okay, cool, thanks. Okay.
Maybe we'll also find treasure while we're here. That'd be cool.
So find number 1. Okie dokie.
Gotta do number 1 before you can do number 2. Oh my god.
Will you guys please pay attention to the things that are happening around you? Nice job dodging. Yay, I'm blind resistant. You know, the only saving grace of the annoying abilities that take a long time to learn and disrupt my ability to equip things is that they are very useful. Like, being able to just set immunity to a bunch of irritating status effects is nice. So
that is pretty good. We do like that.
At least they are impactful. Okay, so I guess I need to use this first. Maybe to get to switch 1. Whee.
Oh, that's some water. Oh, there's a little map.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering actually though if I should go
there's
back.
A switch. Oh.
There is. Well, because they're saying that the Gargant goes to a dead end if I let it go where it wants. But maybe I should let it go where it wants first to see if there's any treasure at the end of that. To then come back and then send it on the right way.
Okay.
Because this is the first time they've ever, like, actually told us that it's going the wrong way, and maybe we should go the wrong way first. That's, you know, what we typically like to do. Damn, why is that so loud? Specifically picking up that flower was loud.
They really want you to know that you're doing it.
Apparently. Okay, so the current course is down. I am exactly correct. Good choice, me.
We did it.
Oh, on the subject, I had thought about it on Tuesday, but then Tuesday didn't happen. So it's like, oh, on the subject of what Whitney was talking about, Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Yay!
I had not been on stream during June to comment about that, but yeah, Happy Pride Month. I mean, I posted it in the Discord, and of course we are
That's true.
We are an LGBTQ plus friendly locale. Don't be assholes. Bigotry is bad. Blah, blah, blah.
And I thought you meant low calorie for a second, and I was like, what does that have to do?
I mean, we are in fact a low calorie stream as well. You will not be consuming calories with your eyeballs. Congratulations. We're the diet stream.
Diet friendly. And also LGBT.
Honestly, we're pretty friendly to everybody that's not a
LGBTQIA+.
bigot. So, like, yeah.
Yeah.
People can do and be what they want. Shut up, I didn't mean to talk to you about this. I'm just trying to save. Be what they want, be what they are, I don't care. Unless what you want to be is a Nazi. Then I hate you.
Yep.
It's pretty much that simple.
That's not allowed.
Speaking of Nazis, Elon and Trump have been fighting all day, and it's funny.
It's hilarious. My suspicion as to what happened is that Elon got pressured, probably by investors, to like stop it. because everything's tanking. And you've got to be here and work and stop being crazy, please.
Probably.
And so he tried to like roll back a little bit publicly, I feel like, on that bill.
Yeah,
and it just sent Trump into a tailspin.
It's kind of hard to say exactly, because they're all a bunch of dumbasses.
They're all idiots.
And so any
but
old
I don't
thing...
think that action precludes him from being an idiot.
Hey, priestess.
Like,
no, but it makes it
that was gonna happen.
It makes it extremely difficult to identify exactly what led to where they're at, just because everybody in that whole posse is so stupid and evil that it could be like
it could be anything.
Any number of things. Like
it could be something innocuous and ridiculous.
All of their weird ass self-interested. Because I mean, there was also the fact that like Stephen Miller, apparently like Elon Musk, they were like were in some kind of weird throuple, and like Elon's freaking like was seen out with Stephen Miller's wife, and like she's leaving the administration as well to go work for Elon. So like it could have been a chain of bad blood that like conflict between Stephen Miller and Elon Musk. There's pictures. Like
I am not. Let me tell you that I do not pay attention to them because
understandable. But what I'm saying is like
I don't have enough antidepressants.
There's so much bad blood flying around that cesspool of morons that like who the hell knows
it could have been anything.
I don't know. Whatever
I really
it
hope
is
that it takes all of them down. It won't, because they're just
really
imminently protected. But I'm gonna enjoy it. Well,
yes, it can only be beneficial to have them
publicly fighting.
Yeah, and the thing is like I've seen some people trying to spread the idea that it's a fake fight, but like I don't think it matters, gang.
Of course it's not.
Even if it is, I don't think it is. But like I don't think it matters.
Because when you have somebody saying, "Yo, the Epstein files haven't been released because Trump's in them," like that's not a.
Because they both fake fight. They both have the most psychopathic followers. Like,
yeah, it's.
They won't be able to tell or care that it's a fake fight. All that it's going to happen is, fortunately, it's going to continue to build a rift between the entire right wing. Like,
I hope Trump is petty enough to pull all of Musk's government contracts.
Oh God, that'd be so cool. Funny. It would be
that's the only reason he got involved at all, was to just funnel all that money.
Absolutely. That would destroy his see, that's the thing, is like if this fight continues to blow up and is in fact not fake, as I also presume, like the best case scenario.
Already like people calling for that to happen.
Well, yeah, but there like also the thing is I saw there was some actual like right-wing Laura Loomer, right-wing grifter, consultant person, whatever. I don't know what she's officially doing right now, but she's awful. She was saying that like she was hearing from Republicans in the House that they don't know who to side with, because both like Musk has all the money and is saying, I will pay people to primary you out of, the House next time if you don't follow me. But then there's also freaking Trump, who's a psychopath. So it's like they don't know what to do, which is great.
Hey, this is why you don't let billionaires bankroll the government, guys.
Sure is. This is why oligarchy's bad. So like we have a real situation where like Trump could end up like dismantling all of the money that's going to Elon, which I would love. And then Elon could also have enough power in the congressional Republicans to impeach Trump. Like they could literally kill each other. It's like
I would love that so much.
It would be.
I hope they just
so
light everything
funny.
on fire.
And no matter what, it is not
bumbling under
to...
the weight of their own stupidity.
Yes, it is not going to be building confidence in their capabilities. Every bit is more damaging to their prospects in 26, which I don't want 2026 to have to be like the thing we have to hope for, but like that seems to be where we're at. So we just kind of got to ride it out at the moment and hope. Although anyone in the U.S.
the amount of damage that's
capable,
happening in the meantime is terrible.
I know.
But...
June 14th is the next very large protest. So if you are capable, I would encourage you to go to indivisible.org and search up how to join an event in your area. I would encourage everyone to protest.
I would just add, if there's a BIPOC group, particularly like a Black Lives Matter or something, that's join that protest, because it's super close to Juneteenth. So it's there's a lot of places that either aren't protesting that day, so they don't overlap like important Juneteenth celebrations, or like, you know, put help out there if you are doing it, if it's possible to do so, because that's also an important moment.
Yes. But yeah, June 14th is the next major planned nationwide protest.
What would make me so happy is if there were Juneteenth celebrations on that day, just everywhere, and they were so big and more better attended, and whatever the heck is going to happen for Trump that day.
Well, I haven't seen anything in my area that's specifically labeled as Juneteenth stuff for that day.
Yeah. I just know nothing's happening in my area in favor of supporting the Juneteenth activities. So
fair enough.
That's been explicitly stated.
Get involved in your local protests. One way or another.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
This is to say, that's not to say don't do something on June 14th. It's just to say do something, but figure out the best thing to do.
Do both.
Probably have options. You'll probably have options.
I just came from there. Yeah. But I definitely plan to be out protesting. Oh, wait. Do I want to do that yet? Or do I want to see what happens with this original route? I probably want to see what happens on the original route.
Excuse me. So sorry. Makeuping in the mic. The peanut butter and jelly caught up with me.
I'm very sorry. Okay, so this is switch 4. Where do we land here?
That looks like a door. What?
Something up there. Oh!
Ah!
Okay. Did not see that coming.
Okay.
Okay, so there's somewhere to go here. Okay.
This feels like there's a puzzle to this somehow.
Yeah, I'm also wondering if...
Oh, it's a dude.
If it would be beneficial to go back and switch the course 4 and go the other way, because this seems like far more interesting things happening than I anticipated. I can't believe you made it this far without getting hurt. This is my territory. Go dig somewhere else. Let you excavate here in exchange for a potion. Sure. Thanks, buddy. I got oodles of potions, man.
Do you have to, like, hit multiple things? Oh.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, no. It's just that way. Okay. Uh-huh. What about down here? What am I looking for exactly?
Do you have to hit things more than once?
I don't know.
It would seem like it.
I mean, it's not really giving me any indication of success versus failure.
I mean, you just got an ore.
I did, but it didn't really... I don't know if that was because I hit the same place twice, or if it was because I slightly scooted to the side and hit the right spot, you know? Feedback is thin on the ground. I mean, there's got to be more than just an ore.
Surely.
There's
or at
two
least
ore.
more ore.
There's 2 ore. How exciting. Surely there's, like, a gemstone in here, right? Surely there's a gem to teach Dagger a summon, right? Like, that seems like the most likely...
I could Google it.
You could. Go ahead and Google it. Or else I'm just going to be here wanging on this stupid wall for an hour and a half.
What did he call it? Excavating?
Yeah. I don't remember the name of this tunnel. I got 3 ore now.
It's like Fossil Roo.
Yeah, it was Fossil Roo. Kupo? Hold on, I'm rescuing a Kupo. A Moogle. Kupo. Oh, yeah, one of them had mentioned a Moogle that had gotten stuck behind. Yeah. Free Kupo from a wall in Fossil Roo. Magnet, I have a favor to ask. Deliver a letter to Kupo. Kupo to Kupo. Mog shop?
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, let me know if there's anything else.
Consume a feather circle enemy so that Queen learns level 4 holy. So.
What? That's not an option. I think. Where are these alleged what's their nuts?
Let's see.
We quitting already? I've had enough.
Okay, we've already fought Lanny.
I can give him another potion, I'm sure, to...
Return to the beginning. Oh, it says return to the very beginning of dungeon through the now open cell for an elixir, which we definitely didn't do.
Oh, no.
Abominations are very common on the way back. Have Queen consume one to learn night. Back where you fought Lanny, pick one yellow flower, stand on the spot.
Okay, I have
press
found...
the Gargant. Feather circles start spawning in this area. Have Queenie eat one to learn level 4 holy. So probably back at the beginning of the dungeon, unfortunately. Did you find fairy earrings?
I did. I forgot to check what those do.
Go north, hit your ride, switch
Level up in
one.
body temperature. And regen.
Did you get an ether?
I don't think so, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, regen is an ability.
Okay.
Who learns regen?
Chest hair contains a Lamius tiara. Return to switch floor and flip it. Okay, then riding the Gargant. Okay, so we should... They look like the flying manta rays are the feather circles.
Oh, I did see
So we should find them
those.
again. Those will teach her holy. Those will teach them holy.
I did see those. It's such a pain in my ass to eat stuff. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's nice to have 2 non-binary characters in an old RPG for our Pride Month kickoff.
Hooray!
Dig at the top. He has a letter for Kupo. Oh, you can dig at different spots on the column for items like ores and high potions. Or even a Madane's ring if you're lucky. In the room to the right, there's a survival vest along the far left side. Go back outside, navigate along the vines to reach switch number 3 at the north corner. Okay. Okay, so high potions and a ring are also options.
I can't get back to the left. I feel like I'm stuck here.
Is that possibly Well, sure, can you, what does this thing look like again?
What? Oh, wait. Hold on, I figured it out. All right, I'm back out. Okay, at least I come back out of here. Well, hello? Hello? There it is. Hello? Man, I'm just gonna feed the shit out of these guys. Back and forth. Same one?
Gonna be like, yeah, I'm not hungry anymore.
Who knows?
It's gotta be multiples, right? How are they having babies?
You would think. Okay, so this way. Let's see what's over this way. Yes, okay, this chest. There's the Lamia's tiara. What the hell's a Lamia's tiara?
Isn't a lamia, whatever, some kind of like snake lady vampire?
Yes. More or less. Okay, it's a lady's hat. For ladies.
Because it's a snake lady vampire.
Yeah, I guess. Or it's because it's a tiara.
Hey, anyone can wear tiaras. It's Pride Month.
I mean, that's true. But that also means that anybody can wear snake lady hats.
Valid.
Like, yes. Alright, let's go see if we can find one of these feather circle guys. I guess I could hypothetically try to go all the way back to the beginning to get that elixir / kill whoever those other, well, eat the other things to get the knight or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of those that we needed to munch?
I don't know. It looked like a big jiggly jello tower.
Jiggly jello tower. I'll
It was like purple and...
keep that in mind. I haven't exactly been getting into a lot of fights. Remarkably.
I love these backgrounds. I feel like I say that all the time, but it's so nice.
It is true.
It's okay for games to look like this.
I agree. I like it. It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Well, and what I've mentioned it before, but like honestly, I think possibly more relevant than the backgrounds is the fixed cameras. They got like a second stick and they decided everybody can control the camera themselves. And like, bring back the fixed cameras, actually.
I don't need to, actually.
I think that's one of the things that gives it the most character.
Yeah.
Because like, I think these could be entirely 3D background or like landscapes, just like, you know, any other game. But if they stuck the camera and controlled it like this, instead of, you know, free running around through the area.
Those things.
I imagine so.
I now see it's not anything like a jello tower, but the picture was from the back, so in my defense.
Yeah.
And I didn't examine it.
Queena, you
I just went purple jello tower.
Tranced. Can you turbo eat when you're tranced, Queena? Cook. Does cook do the same thing? but, like, easier? I hope so. That would make my life much easier.
Yay, good dodge.
Cook that shit, Queena. Excellent.
Yay!
That's extremely convenient. Thank you very much, Queena.
Yay, first
That's
fight.
one down.
We love that. We love that.
And I stole a high.
Yeah!
I'm gonna just... Your job is now to steal. Just constantly steal. Their buck teeth are unfortunate.
Their whole face is like...
Yeah. Well, and they also have the emo hairdo covering one of the eyes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. If I'm being honest.
Great.
Levels are nice.
Levels. Honestly, loved that fight. That was worth it.
Yeah, that turned out great.
Because if we come all the way back and then it was a pain in the neck and we couldn't get the right, that would have been frustrating. But that was worth it.
I also forgot that I do have dagger, so healing is not nearly so inconvenient.
Nice.
I do have to fix Queena's silence. That's a bit of an annoyance. There's the elixir. Great. Masterclass.
Whoa.
Did that do damage? No. I just, like, bumped into it. What the damn hell?
I don't know. This one's not one of the ones to eat.
Birdo.
At least not in the instructions. You could probably eat it.
I could give it a try. Who knows? I haven't exactly been on top of things in, you know, learning useful stuff by eating. Well, I was going to mention, so I've complained about the characters a lot, right? But on the side of things about this game that, like, again, are things that make me not love it, is, like, so many of the mechanics that require so much babysitting. Like, I gotta deal with eating. I gotta deal with learning abilities and shuffling my equipment. I have to wait on the equipment. I gotta weaken shit to eat it. And then it's a huge pain in my neck. And it's just like, bro. Why,
I put
man?
my arm up on the back of my chair, and I just realized that my hand tracking picked it up. It doesn't look nearly as relaxed as it actually is. Yeah, the constant babysitting is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I
don't mind mechanics that you have to be involved with, but let me set them up to roll, right? Like, let me engage with them in a macro sense so that I can strategize around them instead of making me constantly nudge them around. You know?
Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, there we go. I don't like this methodology of learning abilities.
Yeah.
If it were much easier to set up, I would have a lot less complaints, but it's not. Like, I have to weaken them down, soften them up.
I also think it would be less annoying if not taken in totality with, like, the babysitting you have to do on the equipment. Like, if this was the one mechanic where you had to kind of do this stuff, that's less obnoxious. But the fact that you have to do this here, you have to do the mechanics with the gear, like, and like the steel mechanic when it's not modded to work
would also be an enormous pain.
Also be really annoying.
Yeah, I just get to gloss over steel because, like, that one was so atrocious.
With steel, you can, like,
they
not
modded
engage with it.
Like,
yeah, at least with that one you don't have to engage with it because you're not missing, like, game critical stuff.
Well, that's not exactly true, unfortunately,
really?
because of, like, the number of pieces of equipment that seem to be acquired via stealing, and the fact that getting other equipment requires, like, synthesis with other equipment that maybe you had to steal at some point. So it's like, there's a lot, because that's the other thing, is you can't even just find or upgrade, like, buy new equipment for the most part. Like, optimally, you're synthesizing it. Why do I keep getting ambushed, you dumbasses? What are you doing? Why are you like that?
I love the way Queena tries to run away.
And yeah, that's
so good.
There we go. I'm just gonna freaking bail.
We said hi to Priestess, right? I thought hi to Priestess. Okay, good.
Hi again, Priestess. I can say it again. I don't care.
Sometimes my brain thinks things so loud I assume I've said them, and it's not always the case.
I mean, it is true. Okay, and then we're back down this way. We can go ahead and save since we did a bunch of stuff. We still need the Holy Four. Was the Holy Four for something in particular, or were they just like, hey, this is a thing you don't want to miss?
I just said eat the thing and get Holy Four.
Okay.
So I didn't really...
The way it was segued into me asking about the, like, mining stuff, I thought there might be, like, a hidden secret boss that you really needed Holy to kill or something.
No, it was just in the next, like, it was that paragraph.
Just like hey, make sure you grab this stuff.
And then go here and get this.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, then that means you've done a pretty good job of collecting the stuff, although we still need to fight some more of those feathered jerks, which...
We still didn't get that whatever was at the top of the face wall, right?
That's the lever out. Like, out. Oh. And so I did not pull that, no.
Oh.
As far as I know, I have cleared everything except for wanging on the wall for the last few whatsits. High potions and a ring of some kind, I guess.
A ring if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So I assume each wang is random.
Murder. I forgot that I was going to put the trance manual bit on. I did not do that.
Oh, we're trolling for fights. I was like, what are you doing?
That is correct. We're fishing for fights. I guess... Oh, that's almost done. I'm trying to make sure that I... Damn, Flame Staff has a thing on it that I didn't learn. Guess I need that too. I thought I was going to get to avoid it because I had fire on the mage's half. Nope, there's sleep. Bad news, everybody.
I wish that it would stack them. Like, if you make something with the equipment, I wish that the magic that you would learn, that whatever skill you were learning, just, like, added up. So you could continue to level up your gear as long as you leveled it up with the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then... like, that would solve some of this frustration.
I mean, I kind of need to learn Rama, right? Like, get her summon.
Desafortunadamente.
Okay, you've got Insomniac there, but I could give you Bandana for Insomniac, and then swap this to something that you also don't have. Millionaire?
Millionaire?
Let's do Gold Choker first. Auto Potion's a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get that just wrapped up, and then Come on, feather dudes. That's a bat.
Oh, it took me, I was like, I had to go back into my brain files and be like, what do those feather circles look like? They don't look like they have feathers.
No, they...
Stingrays.
I believe we did see some, so I think I know what I'm looking for. Man, I'm glad tomorrow's Friday. How great's that?
Same. I've been sleeping like garbage for like a week, and it's been like 5-ish hours a night, which is okay for a few days, but I hit a week and I'm like, that is a lot of sleep deficit, and I no longer do well when I'm not getting proper sleep. Like, it's not good. It triggers a lot of bad things, like neurological, dizziness, migraine. Like, I gotta sleep. So I was like at work this morning, and just it was noon. I had one half-hour meeting that was just me and another guy to talk about one thing. I knew he was working on another project at the moment, and I was just like, what if we moved this to Monday? And I took a nap. So I was not feeling well, and I knew it was just tiredness. And like, on the one hand, feels weird to be like, sorry, I'm too tired to work, but like,
ow.
I was. And I didn't want to get dizzy or a migraine, so I was just like, I'm gonna go sleep. Like, nothing needs to be covered. And then tomorrow, Fridays, we try to do no meetings on Friday. And so I don't have any meetings. So like a whole day to catch up with whatever I need to do to finish this weekend. So I was just like, I'm gonna go sleep.
No, I didn't get a chance to heal.
So I did a little bit.
They keep throwing parados at me.
Our mom lost her ID.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, so she had to go to the DMV to like get it replaced. Dad had to drive her.
Great. You'll love that.
Yeah, so they dropped the dog off with me this afternoon. Because they don't leave the dog alone.
No, they do not.
No. She was fine. I was like, hey, you want to come lay in? We're napping. You want to nap? She did not want to nap. She wanted to sit on top of the piano and look out the window, which was fine.
Fair.
She's a total climber.
That's funny.
Yeah, she'll jump up there. So I just put a blanket on top and let her lay there and look out the window.
Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, in the U.S., at least for the time being, while we still have a post office, if you ever find someone's ID or driver's license, you can just throw that bad boy in a mailbox and it will be mailed to them. No stamps required.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's got an address on it. It will return to where it belongs.
I love that.
At least it used to be the case. I could double check. Why don't you double check? You're the sidecar.
Double check.
Double check, because that.
I'm a sidecar.
I guess you can find out if that's just an urban legend, but I was pretty sure that you can just mail. Possibly works with a passport too, actually.
That'd feel weird being out. Life hacker.
Boy, I haven't heard the name life hacker in a long time.
Says you can.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Travel tweaks. Says to consider the potential hazards.
Of what?
First instinct might be to drop in the mailbox. Seem like an act of goodwill.
Uh-huh.
Consider the risk of identity theft.
What? What? That's
possibility of mail or loss delay.
That's why you put it in the mail. Okay. This is someone who doesn't understand the post office.
Not every state has protocols in place for returned licenses via mail.
Oh, state dependent, perhaps? But it's it's the national post office. They will, if the post office does it, the post office does it. Like, what are they talking about? This feels...
Mailing a driver's license may not be legal in certain jurisdictions? What?
What? Who? How? All right, now we're running down a spiral of information that I'm like, what? What is... Wait, where? Hello? Oh, echo screen. I've gotten a couple more. That's why
In some states like California, you're legally obligated to local law enforcement or return it directly to the owner if possible. Isn't
that's
that mailing
stupid.
it?
Yeah,
Isn't that mailing it?
That's stupid.
How is this advice better? If you can identify the owner through social media or other means, try returning it directly. What?
You know what? Just mail it.
Just mail it.
This is stupid advice. Just mail it. I need people to understand. So, like, U.S. Postal Office is serious business. Like, the idea that you would be concerned about identity theft after having given it into the hands of the U.S. Post Office is insane. You can ship confidential materials through the USPS. It takes a certain kind of mail, like only up to a certain level. I used to be security cleared for levels, but like in the training, one of the ways to send confidential protected materials is the post office. The U.S. Postal Inspectors, the Post Office Police, there is a specific group of U.S. Post Police. Hey, Scobalts, how's it going? They have something insanely high, success rate on prosecuting people who do mail fraud and mail problem. Like, you do not mess with the mail. So, the idea that you should be concerned about giving someone's ID to the mail, the post office, is crazy. They are the people I trust most to put, get that back to the people.
Don't return a lost wallet in a mailbox, which I get that.
Yes. Do not put a wallet.
Come on.
It is their ID that you send back. That is what will get mailed in the system. Don't put a whole wallet in there. That's not good. That you should.
But also, don't. I would also say don't put it in a house mailbox. Drop it in the mailbox.
Go into a mail drop box, like a whoop. Don't put it in your mailbox with the flag up. Send it in there, or just go to a post office and be like, I heard I can just give you this.
Apparently, there's a lot of anti-USPS trust stuff on the internet that should not be there.
No.
What is happening?
No, that's that oligarch propaganda bullshit.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Keep your hands off my mail service, bruh. It's a service.
Your specific mail deliverer is repeatedly misread. That's unfortunate. But here's the thing. In this particular instance of if you find somebody's ID and then you put it into the mailbox so it gets shipped. In the grand scheme of things, yes, it's annoying if your mail deliverer misdelivers. And you never see, they never see it. But, if they miss your house and it's, goes to your neighbors or the other, I hope that your neighbors are at least good enough to, bring it back to you. Hopefully you know your neighbors. Go
but the
meet your
idea
neighbors.
that if you drop an ID into a, federal post box, the blue, and you're risking them stealing identity, that's ludicrous.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous.
The system is not perfect, obviously. It's a system made up of people. But it is largely effective and far more affordable than the alternatives. And the idea, like, because there's so much horse shit about, like, oh, we got to privatize the post office. It's awful. Do not allow that.
No. Because here's what happens if you privatize the post. Well, there's a lot of things, but the USPS is a service and therefore
Correct.
is required to deliver to
Correct.
all areas.
Correct.
Even if it's not directly to your house, post office box.
Yes,
Like,
well, sorry. That was the context, because I don't remember how we got on the, apparently my mom lost her ID.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. And I said, fun fact, if you find someone's ID, you can just put it into a post box and it will be delivered to them. You don't even have to put a stamp on it. It will just be delivered. Like, that's a thing that the post office does.
Yeah.
And that's how we got on there. But broadly speaking,
if you privatized it, huge swaths of people
correct
would be
well, and I appreciate
would
that
lose
it's
mail service, and it would cost everyone more, like people
like
would have
an
to pay
insane
for their
amount
mail.
more, because I've
bananas.
been seeing a trend of people posting screenshots of like them making choices as to like how to get packages or whatever from some like especially international services or like stuff that's going to deliver to them and how to get it, and like looking at the list, and it's like, yeah, it's relatively expensive because whatever their shipping's kind of expensive. It's like $50 or $60 to deliver USPS. And then you look at like UPS and and FedEx and whatever, and they're like they're like $5 or $10 more expensive maybe, but then you see how much it's discounted from like retail. It's like $300 that if the USPS didn't exist, they would have tried to charge you to be profitable. Like,
yeah,
that's
it's bonkers.
So bad. Yeah, well, Scobalts, that is an excellent question that I ask all the damn time that like people just don't ever think about, or the people who are like privatize everything don't ever think about, because it's like, what are they going to do?
How would it be better?
The way that they were going, like, the only thing they will do is charge more or reduce service. Like, that's it. Yeah. That's the only thing. Like,
yeah.
But it's
like, hey,
of course
guess what?
it's operating under a fundamental misunderstanding. These people, like, that's what they do though. These people operate under fundamental misunderstanding that like the federal government is full of, hey, Seaweaver, lazy people that don't actually do work. Like, that's the lie they have been sold. That was the whole point of Doge, right? Like, that was the culmination of that lie. And what Doge found out was like, well, they wouldn't tell you that, although there's a couple people who've been like whistleblowing after coming out of Doge and being like, yeah, we didn't actually find what we thought we were going to find. We just found a bunch of dedicated people doing this work. Like, that they were just doing stuff. And like, yeah, that's the reality. But they're fed the lie.
And it was also super dishonest about where they were doing cuts.
Well, yes. I mean, there's a million things that are wrong. But like,
obviously, but I
ethos.
I saw some like very straightforward, like 5-minute video kind of stuff about like the actual national budget and the percentages
yes.
that were saved, quote unquote saved, like, or that the percentages that these cuts gave back, and it's like less than 1%, 2%. Like,
yes.
It's not.
They weren't touching anything meaningful. Like, not at all.
Doing anything meaningful.
There was never going to be any, like, but that was of course not what they were there for. How's the game going? Mostly complaints all of the time still, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, we've been complaining about other things and
that's
chatting
true.
Around, like, while we fight. So really, we've had no complaints about the game at this moment, except for the eating mechanic and the
broad like complaint around how much like little fiddly nonsense I have to like babysit, and the fact that I'm stuck running around trying to find a particular enemy.
So they're not annoying us.
That's true. Now. So that I can like eat
and
to have this level 4 holy. But anyway, just the other day, though, I think I saw somebody, crowing over Final Fantasy IX, and I still do not have sufficient insight into why this is such a beloved game. I would like to know, honestly. I really want someone to illuminate my understanding, but, like, I don't get it so far. I don't get it.
I like the storyline, but it is like drowning in the mechanics and the
inconvenience and shitty characters. And I'm just like, what is going on? I need someone to explain to me what they find so endearing.
And Quina,
great, no complaints.
Love them.
They're great.
Dagger, 70% of the time is fine. 30% of the time, annoying. Zidane, 100% annoying.
Please cast into the abyss. Zidane.
Steiner.
Set for disposal.
85% annoying. 90% annoying.
Well, I would put him at 60% annoying, mostly because it's Zidane being around that causes him annoying. But, like...
He was incredibly annoying to me when he and Dagger were nowhere near Zidane.
Well, fair. He is pretty awful in his own way.
He may be about to improve, though.
That's true.
Because he's
he
off
might be on the
his
upswing.
Moment. Yeah. Zidane... Honestly, Zidane is slightly less annoying at the moment just because he's talking less.
It's true. He's a pretty face when he shuts his mouth.
Mm-hmm. But Vivi, the sweet baby angel.
Correct.
100% best character.
Absolutely no question.
Quina, also enjoyable.
She is tearing through learning abilities. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I love that for her. She's got an auto potion too.
This is learning loudmouth. So I could learn loudmouth from this, which would actually just be better. Almost done with that.
Oh, Rama's almost done. She is going fast.
Yeah. Did she have... Yeah. She's learned ability up, which must be a big part of... Yeah, she's got ability up. So she literally is learning faster.
That's significantly noticeable.
Sure is.
But everyone should have that.
Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Queenie's got it. Good for you.
We love that for them.
Still looking for those damn rays. But yes. I agree with you, Scobolts, as well as your note about, like, accountability and stuff. It's just a crock of shit. Well, especially when you understand the history of the USPS, how it actually used to be profitable. Like, it used to be far more self-sustaining. Like, it actually did the thing that they wanted it to, which was to, like, make money. Back in long ago times, which, I don't know, maybe it was like 80s or 90s. Because it actually used to be allowed for the USPS to sell a bunch of other stuff. I think it sold a lot of money services, so you could go to get, like, certified checks and things.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be able to sell, like, phone cards when that was the thing. Like, it sold a bunch of stuff and services, which was tremendously valuable to a lot of these smaller communities that didn't have they were so small they didn't have a bank. And so they didn't need a bank because they had the USPS that was, like, everywhere. The thing is Republicans came along and were like, whoa, this is really getting in the way of businesses doing these things and being profitable. They can't compete with this government monopoly nonsense. And so they actually made it illegal for the USPS to provide, like, non-mail services. And then a lot of its its income streams were cut off at the same time as like butchering these small communities that now had stuff like services and things that it no longer had available nearby. Like, and shock of shocks, a bunch of entrepreneurs didn't roll in to like suddenly put up banks in tiny towns of only a few people, and like it just made everything worse while also cutting out a revenue stream. Thanks, Young King. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Go have a good time
with
the boys.
Thanks for coming to the U.S. Postal Service support stream.
Yeah. You should run, Young King, before you get any more disillusioned about the U.S. It may be hard to get any less endeared because it's a shit show, but, like, it's only going to go downhill around here. But it's good to see you regardless. Yeah, so... And then additionally, then the Republicans were like, damn, the USPS is still doing okay. Well, we can't have that. And so then they rolled in later and then passed an insane law that required them to pre-fund retirement pensions by 75 years, a thing that no other organization had to anywhere else ever in the country, which then they were able to say, oh my God, look at the USPS. It's been driven into insane debt. That needs to be privatized. Like, they've been on this huge project of decades to, like, delegitimize and neuter the USPS. So now you know. Congratulations. And then, of course, that's the whole thing the Republicans do. The GOP, they destroy pieces of the government. They make the government work less good. Then they say, oh my God, the government can't do anything. I guess we just have to privatize. Like, that's literally what Doge was doing. Like, that's why Doge happened. It's because they want every aspect of the bureaucratic state, like the part of the bureaucratic network of the government, to be less effective so that then they can be like, see, the government can't do anything. Guys,
and
that's
look,
awful.
Funny how I or my friends are the stepping in to privatize it and make the money off of it.
Don't worry, guys.
Amazing how that works. I know someone who can do this, and I know they're great because they paid for my campaign.
Who are sitting behind me at this with the
I'm just trying to see if you're running around the right place.
I don't even know. Like, all these guys who were with me at the inauguration, they can solve our problems, and all we have to do is give them billions of dollars.
It should be, you should be running around the spot that's to the left of the mining site.
Okay. Go like this. This.
Yes.
This is... Oh, I need to switch the... Will this work, actually? Because this is technically above the mining spot. I don't know. I need to go back there and switch the button. I forgot about that.
I don't know.
But yeah, so, like, that's why all this is very frustrating. Because then they propagandize the shit out of that.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of crazy people on the internet.
They just lie about it.
Who just seem to be under the impression that, like, the USPS doesn't do anything or can't work.
Yeah, it's incredibly blatant what they're doing. And,
guys,
like, and I think the other frustrating thing is, like, when we talk about, like, they're doing this blatantly, and no one calls them on it.
Yep.
Of it, like a news person can just be like, hey, it was... That's not true. It was profitable in the 90s, and then you guys did all this stuff.
Well, you see,
so you did that.
News people
also bad
happen to belong to massive media organizations who are also oligarchs. That's the problem.
Well,
propagandize your battle droids.
A lot of money.
Well, have you considered religion? If you want your battle droids to be the most effective, you're either going to have to convince them or pre-program them to be religious zealots for your cause. And then you have to convince them that whoever they are fighting are evil degenerates belonging to some outside devil force in opposition to your religion.
Basically make a cult.
And that ought to do it. No, you see, that's the thing. You do want them dumber. You don't get to have smart people do more effectively. That is the challenge. The thing about fascism is they're all idiots.
That's why you gotta destroy the Department of Education. Hello?
It's kind of like
uneducated
a
people
requirement.
Are way easier to boss around.
That's the easy way, unfortunately. If they're already cult shit and not fighting very well, have you considered strapping bigger guns to them? That's the alternative, I guess. Now we're into the logistics. You're just gonna have to.
You make it legal.
Be big, strong.
To have the bump stocks.
That's an option. Why?
I don't know if it was bump stocks, but something just got legalized that shouldn't have been. That lets you dump a whole ton of bullets into a gun.
You got yourself a whole lot. You need some engineers is what you need.
Yeah. Aw, why is Dagger sad?
I'm not sure, actually. Well, she might be unsad now. I don't know
now
if...
she's pissed. Now she's pissed.
Yeah, I don't know if that just fixes that.
Oh, these are them.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I was thinking about bump stuff.
I'm thinking about bumping these guys into Queen's belly.
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it,
Nailed
eat it. Yay!
Nailed it.
I'm glad I noticed you weren't in the right spot.
Yeah, we could have been there forever.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It did get some levels and stuff. Probably useful.
Hey, would everyone like to celebrate with me that my Minecraft map on Planet Minecraft has been viewed 11,702 times and downloaded 2,569 times, 6 of which were today. I gotta put more up there. That is literally the only thing I posted, and it has done so well.
It's again a frustration. It's like, man, why does everything I play have to be weird and not popular?
Yeah, but also,
why?
well, but here's the thing. This is on a Minecraft-specific forum.
I know, but I'm not into
like,
Minecraft. So, like,
I know, but I took my Minecraft content and put it in front of people who like Minecraft.
I know, that's good.
So,
the thing is I'm a variety streamer, and variety streamers have a bad time sometimes with the getting of the audience.
I know.
It's a rough life. Simply no way around it aside from compromising on what I do and do things that I don't like as much, because
no, that wouldn't be as good. You'd be
sad.
No,
I know.
Streams.
I would be far less motivated to just actually stream.
I mostly just look at that and I'm like, what has happened?
No Man's Sky is sometimes. I feel like it. No Man's Sky. People only seek that out, I feel like, really after kind of the major updates. I should actually...
It's a good time to try some vintage story if you want to pull in Minecraft people, because a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers have discovered it recently and are popping it, so people are looking for that content.
Well, and plus you can at least use the name, like use the Minecraft name and the Minecraft like in the description, because it is vaguely related to Minecraft, and then you can still
it looks kind of like Minecraft.
Yeah, you can kind of wrangle.
Oh, did No Man's Sky just do another update?
Yeah, I did see that they had an update. It hasn't been long enough for me to care to jump back, though.
I also saw a potential Minecraft map we could do together.
Yeah.
At some point. I love Minecraft.
I was going to... Wait, I did tent, didn't I? I tented, then yeah, okay. I did the thing I was planning on doing. Story, go. Yeah, here's a potion. I would like your
I'll try harder to
ring.
find fun mods, Poe. Then you can play.
Then I could do Minecraft stuff occasionally. It is true.
Yeah. I'll try harder.
Like some occasional Minecraft would be helpful. Well, I mean, really the thing is like I don't have a ready list of the right stuff, because like if I knew what the right stuff was, I'd play it. I just don't. Right? I don't have it immediately at hand. I'm not sure what falls into the... Because honestly, I thought Final Fantasy IX would fall pretty well in that category, because people apparently love it, and it's that old stuff that like sort of people care enough about to come back to that oftentimes works.
We had more walk-ins for 8.
We honestly did. It's crazy. No, I just missed. Chill out. Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember thinking 10 was really good. But obviously, spoilers for 10, it doesn't end on a happy ending.
No, it does not.
But it was epic.
It was good. Except when
I'm trying to remember how devastated did I cry at the end? First time that we played? I can't remember.
I don't know. It seems likely.
It was upsetting.
It's very sad.
It was so sad. But like, that was plot-wise a really good one, because it had that like crazy twist. Like, it was horrifying. You were like, oh no. And then it got real sad.
Yeah.
But that did let them do... I think... and then it let them do 10 too. But I think they kind of fumbled 10 too, because they make you play through it more than once to get the happy ending.
Yeah.
That was a huge fumble.
Strange.
That was a huge fumble.
Like,
really what do you mean?
Because the combat system was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, you're already making me play a second game to get the ending I wanted for the first game, and now, which I'm down for because the first one was good, but now you're gonna make me play the same game.
Yeah,
how many times?
Really,
was
like,
it 3? Did you have to play it 3 times? I can't remember.
Well, I think if I remember correcely,
I don't even know what the happy ending is. I'm gonna be honest.
Minimum playthroughs might have been 2, although actually it may be possible to do it in 1, but you would have to look it up beforehand. Like, you had to look up exactly how to do it correctly, because I think it's possible technically, like, the first time through, but it's just not likely. And it's nearly impossible, I think, to just stumble into it because of, like, time constraints or doing the right thing in the right order and all that stuff. If I remember correctly. It's been a really, really long time, but the combat system in 10 was
in one
cool.
playthrough, and so it's possible. I followed the 100% guide.
Yeah, so you can.
But they'd already played it, like, 11 times.
Yeah, but, like, nobody is going to make it there in the first time they play it, because why would you, like, immediately play with a guide? That's just degenerate behavior. I was actually, I just thought one of the sort of connecting my sort of constant complaints about the
maybe we should play 10 sometime.
The mechanics that you have to, like, babysit, right? You know, it's like, oh, we got to fight a bunch to get the abilities up. We got to fight a bunch to eat and blah, blah, blah. Like, all of that stuff, I think, is one of the issues that has, like, kind of in conflict with RPGs as like a big storytelling medium is that it throws off the pacing of the story, like delivery. And it's like, oh, I gotta go grind a bunch. And then it's like, oh, well, that kind of throws.
I feel less urgent about everything now.
Yeah, and it's like, it just puts it out of whack as far as like the delivery of the story beats, because it's just like this big long stretch where it's like, I've been farming and I forgot what I was doing. You know, it's like, and that's maybe one of the things that kind of frustrates me about those systems, because it requires me to sort of intentionally sort of make
hit the brake,
worse,
basically.
Yeah, make worse the pacing of the story, and that's too bad. I can't find shit.
I think it's fine to skip it, honestly.
I can't find shit.
But I do remember 10 fondly. I remember 10 fondly.
For sure.
And the music was incredible. It was absolutely incredible music.
I just remember Titus laughing like a maniac.
I don't remember that bit. I do remember that
it's a famous bit.
I do remember that the water sports ball game was really fun.
Some people got into it. I did not particularly, but it is.
I mean, I didn't do it to the neglect of it, but like when you played it, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a cool concept.
Yoink.
Those might be worth doing at some point.
Yeah, I mean, really just all of
our
these.
Journey through Final Fantasy.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, we got 7 to do, we got 6 to do, we got 10. That hits the major.
Did we not do 7?
No, we started at 8.
Oh. I just feel like we always have done 7.
No, I didn't start on 7.
Yeah.
There's no mist here.
Would you do 7 in the context of the new one or the old one?
That's a good question. What the heck? Can I not? I can't freaking... Oh, okay, there we go. It wouldn't let me wrangle a Moogle.
Get me a
Get over
Moogle.
here. Slide on in here, Moogle. I do want to play the new ones at some point. I've still kind of been putting it off just because there's only 2 of the 3 out.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I kind of just want to wait until they're all out.
Exactly. Like, that's kind of where I'm at.
But then I wouldn't want to play the old one and then immediately play the new one either.
Yeah, I mean, the old one is, like, very, very different. So, well, and plus, there's not exactly a significant prospect of the 3rd one coming out anytime soon. So, like,
true.
Anytime in the current
That's the other reason,
future,
like, if there's any chance that they're not going to release the 3rd one, I don't want to play the first 2.
They freaking better not, man.
They better not drop the ball right at the end.
That would be... that seems unlikely, considering I feel like they have been doing like, the games have been selling well, so, like, I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know why people do things. Patrick Rothfuss.
True. Yeah. What an ass.
Give your notes to Brandon Sanderson.
Just let somebody else do it.
Please.
Has Brandon Sanderson written anything new, like, lately?
Let me find out. Let's go look.
Because, like, I know the last thing that I can think of was the Stormlight Archives. I don't know, like, the state of the Stormlight Archives, if those got all finished, how many books are in that series. But I just kind of stopped paying too much attention to books.
Let's see. Stormlight Archive, Mistborn Saga, the original trilogy, Mistborn Saga, the Wax and Wane series. What? Standalones, graphic novels, collections.
Hey, gang. No, I'm good.
He's been doing some standalones, I think. Didn't he just do one like Tress of the Emerald Sea?
Interesting.
Yumi and the Nightmare Painter.
Well, and has he continued any of his
the Sunlit Man?
Because
I think these are some.
Well, because didn't he also
novels.
had the concept of tying it all together in, I don't remember the name of the whole collection of like some kind of cosmological tie together from all of his stories. He had some book about that. I don't know how that's been going.
Is it the Cosmere?
Yeah,
Cosmere is the fictional universe I created. Currently, Elantris, Mistborn, Warbreaker, Stormlight Archive, White Sand, and anything from Arcanum Unbounded are part of the Cosmere.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's like written any specific stuff to specifically explain.
All the Cosmere
or
books
build
share
on.
a single creation myth, a single cosmology that gives underlying theorem of magic for all these connected worlds. The theorem is not simple. I can't really encapsulate it in one sentence, but you can map out how the magic all fits together in the Cosmere using this kind of super theorem.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Since all the worlds in the Cosmere are connected, that means you should pay attention. Certain characters from one series sometimes show up in other series. You don't often need to know this going in to enjoy the book. Is going on to enjoy the book, but if you keep your eyes open, you'll be rewarded with glimpses of these world hoppers now and then. Sometimes I get questions like, does such and such story take place within the Cosmere? And here's a good rule of thumb that mostly works. If the book contains Earth in any shape or form, then the story is not set in the Cosmere. Also, my children's book and The Wheel of Time are not part of the Cosmere, obviously. Obviously.
Yeah, well.
Obviously.
Yeah, see, you've been playing the new Mario Kart. So that's only on the Switch 2, right? So that means you grabbed a Switch 2. That's exciting. Kappa, are you planning on getting a Switch 2?
Ooh, I kinda hadn't been, but it would be fun to play together.
I don't have one. I expect that it is a foregone conclusion that at some point I will get a Switch 2, but like...
Yeah, I would say it that way. Like, it's not imminent, but...
I don't have a pressing expectation of grabbing it.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, and it... Like, I know that it runs all of the original Switch games better. It outputs better. Like, it's a big upgrade. It is, however, a little bit expensive. No, sort of. It's a chunk of money. And, like, I don't have a need to throw down that chunk of money. It's nothing super pressing to get, aside from the fact that, like, if I streamed Mario Kart World, I would probably get more walk-ins than under any of my normal circumstances, but I am nothing if not freaking self-defeating. So here I am.
I do want to play Breath of the Wild on my stream sometime. I think it'd probably be either frustrating or really funny because I get really nervous around the like the big bad guys and also the
came all this way and there's still no missing
divine beasts. Like they really stress me out, which is amusing for some and probably not for others.
Yeah, see, Weaver, I feel like it's got to like settle out a little bit because you like
I'm not
right at the
rush
beginning.
Out and go get one, but
right at the beginning, you've got all of the people who want to play it themselves, and then you've got the big streamers playing it. And once they move on, and people have played enough to be like, well, I had fun. Now let's go watch other people have fun. And then I feel like then there's a bump for the small streamers playing those kinds of games. Like, I feel like that's kind of the typical trajectory of those kinds of things. Now, how to exactly space that out and figure out when those times are, I don't know. But I feel like that's at least the copium that one can huff on that front. Anyway, came all this way and there's still no mist at all. Man, what a weird shaped village. What is that thing? Maybe it's a temple of some kind. Very delicious shape. Inside might have fine cuisine. Okay.
I don't know why we're surprised about the no miss. Like that.
All they ever think about is food.
That we knew that coming over.
Well,
that's why we came that way.
Dagger. Yes. Freaking Dagger! Drive it in. That's right. My mind is filled. Yeah, whatever, Zidane. Nice try. I love that Vivi just gave him a dead-eyed stare. That's what that ... was. Just freaking dead eyes. Just.
What do you mean, Zidane? You are not trying at all.
Maybe I'm trying to. You are something. What the heck? Rally ho. You guys are new. Rally ho. Rally ho.
Don't eat them,
Queena.
These
little guys. They do kind of look like frogs a little bit. Rally ho? Rally who? Rally ho. Guys, it's not that hard to say.
No.
Hey, hold up. Rally ho. Oh, come on. Is it just...
Hey, don't come into their house and be rude. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like, I don't know. They can't be any more obvious. They're like, a rally ho. It's like, oh.
A rally ho's or sacred greeting.
Oh, yeah, that's...
If you didn't say rally ho, then you can't enter Conde Petit. Town of the dwarves. I am not great at that, but I saved you from having to do it.
You're a lot better than I am. I do really like that accent, though. Rally ho.
It's good.
It's just fun.
Rally ho, ye can pass.
Boy, they'll just piece the F off. The people here sure are different. It's the definition of finally a good reason to punch. You know, I can't disagree is the thing.
You're not wrong.
It's like... I mean, our solution has been everybody's 10 years older than they say in the game, but just...
Yeah, we're just like everyone
slapping the shit out of him.
We were
is
like
also
10 years
viable.
Older, everybody. This makes no sense with everyone's age where it is. Come hither, ye.
They're just so incredibly incorrect about their age. I'm sorry.
And just where do you think you're going? You're always loitering around.
Wish.
Would you stop heckling me for once? Away with you.
Pardon me, but
where would you be without me? You didn't have to get so angry. If you didn't want to hear me complaining, you better get back to work. All right, woman, all right. Lazy, no good husband of mine. Mercy me. Arnaya, we were... Oh, my God, what? Arnaya, we were...
I don't
running
know.
errands here, are ya?
Yeah, weird about that accent. Interesting that How to Train Your Dragon comes to mind, considering it was most notably not Scotland. You know, that's fine. That's fine. I know why you think of it. I don't know what that accent was doing there. Pardon me, but...
Well, give more regards to the others.
It's nice that they all speak English just with an accent. Gee whiz,
Are there
people
others?
here aren't afraid of me.
She made it sound like there were others.
All the adults have an accent and none of the kids. Well, it's hard to teach kids to have an accent, I guess.
That's why you just hire kids from the place where the accent is.
No. That's crazy.
Rally ho!
Rally ho yourself. That was downright eloquent, Queena.
I know.
Does this village have tasty munchies?
Aye, that we do. Conde Petit is home to the is home to the most delicious nuts and berries in the world. I went into a different accent there.
I really do.
Nuts.
appreciate when games like spell out phonetically accents like this, though, because like
I don't mind, but there is a point at which and maybe it's more in books than games, but like you can go too far.
That's
this is
fair.
About as far as I want you to go, and only because it's in a game.
Yeah. It's and it's a thing that I feel like they don't do nearly as much anymore, simply because there's actual voice acting. Like since they can communicate the thing via actual voice lines, they're just like, we're not going to type. It's like, here's the words, you can read it. Then they say it slightly weird and whatever. I did love, I don't know if you saw me play, I did love the fact in Still Waters. I don't know if you saw that. In Still Waters, which was a horror game and was quite fun, relatively short. Still Waters is...
I watch it?
I don't know.
When was it? I feel like I'm always here.
I know, right? I don't know. It was on the oil derrick in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
I love that there is a subtitle option that you can have them actually give you the subtitles for the Scottish or Irish. I'm not sure which it was, actually, but the local usage, right? And all of their weird colloquialisms, because it was actually made by like people in that area. So like they had real people talking like real folks in the area. And then there was another subtitle option for other English. And so they freaking translated out. I don't
know what they're saying.
All of the goofy ass stuff.
I need the subtitles. I don't know.
So funny. It's just like, good. Like I understand what they're saying now. It was phenomenal.
I ken that's why folk are always stealing our food.
How rude. Thieves very bad people.
Aye, that's right.
Lots of yummy looking food here. Queena,
don't steal it.
I don't know if you entirely have a grasp of ownership rights, actually. Like
Queena?
Yeah, Queena.
No, I don't think they do.
The
food
individual raised in a swamp. Like I'm not sure if you get.
Well, and Queena's whole thing. I'll let you have that pumpkin bomb there for 1,000 gil.
Pumpkin bomb? It is a big ass pumpkin. Huh? Why you need gil to eat food? Yep.
If you didn't pay for something, you're stealing. Ugh, so you're the thief, are you, no?
Not me, I only gourmand.
You can't fool me, thief?
No, I'm not thief. Yeah, Queena doesn't get it.
I'm not sure Queena thinks you can steal food. Which, honestly...
Fair.
True. Fair. At least basic food.
Excuse me?
Soon I'm gonna have to find a wife for my wee William. No lassie wants your William for a man.
Barbara Gib-Gab.
Well, what's wrong with this outsider lass right here?
Pardon? Hi, I was wondering...
she's a bonny lass at that.
I'm not convinced you would think that, actually.
No.
Well outside of your beauty standards, I expect.
But she's awful small to send to the sanctuary, then you can. Look at her. She's a mickle bigger and... What? She's a mickle bigger than ye, I can.
Those are words, some.
Those certainly
I'm not marrying anybody. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Hey, Moogle.
I hope you don't mind that I stole all these lines from you, but I feel like you would prefer that.
I do like some accent efforts, which again, at some point, I might do an accent practice stream because I think it'd be funny. Well, and also I would like to learn better how to do some accent. Favor ask. I want you to deliver a letter to Suzuna. Okay.
Mogmat.
Mogmat. Blam.
Just slap.
I know.
It's so satisfying, honestly.
I kind of wish I had a Moogle in the party to fight and just freaking plant that book on people in combat.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
So, whop!
Oh, poor Queen is having a rough time.
Queen is having a bad time.
I dunno, Ken, what else we can do, lads?
Ooh, recipe exchange time, yes? Quit. Sure?
Nay! That thief's been snitching our food again.
I'm not thief.
Nobody said you were a thief.
Yeah, but now I think you are.
Hiding something.
I don't have nothing to hide. These people are so difficult.
All right, lads, we have to keep our eyes open if we're gonna catch our thief. But we're always looking out for thieves, are we, no? Oh, I get it. We're always looking out for thieves, are we, no? Don't have to do extra lookout. Was there something happening in that table behind them that we should do? What was it? I was thinking about accents.
It's one of the characters.
Ah. Who knows?
How long is this game? Well,
it's taking us forever because we yell at it.
Yeah, it depends how much time and like grinding and stuff. Generally, these older Final Fantasy games are probably in the around the 40 to 50 hour mark. And if you go, you know, running it for more completionism and things, you can end up longer.
Or if you're screaming at it for
or if you stop a lot to complain. That's another thing that might make it run long.
I might slow you down a little bit.
A little.
No. It's hard.
Do be that
way.
In
our defense, if we hadn't sidecarred this, I'm pretty sure Poe would have given up a while back.
A strong possibility. I mean, like, this is dog shit. I failed.
I do want to know what happens to Vivi. That I am invested in that.
Well, and what's frustrating is, like, I feel like nobody is ever going to show up and, like, actually take the opportunity to talk with us about why they like this game, because we are so...
You did come in real hot that one time.
I know.
In the chat. You were like, why, though?
It was like, I need you to tell me why. It's like, we're so aggressive about this game.
I was like, I mean, you know, it's we're not
like,
that
please,
scary, but why do you tell us about it?
Please.
They just disappeared.
I need you to champion this game for me because I don't understand.
That's a lot of pressure.
It's fine. If they can't stand the kitchen, they gotta. If they can't stand the kitchen,
they popped in towards.
They gotta get out of the heat.
Frustrating strain.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate timing on their part. It's like, well, yeah, you know. Maybe towards the end, we'll spend only 30% of the time complaining as things maybe improve. Perhaps.
We did better today because we complained about the post office and the government for a while. So
and we all know complaining about the government definitely doesn't turn off people from stream at all. Not one bit.
Nope. As long as you don't travel out of the country. Try to come back in and let them look at your socials and
yeah.
Freedom of
these two
speech
people
is dead. That hen you cooked for me was awful good. It was. What way did you cook it? Did you frizzle it with some of your magic?
Frizzle it?
Magic? The berries you traded me were a stuned in too.
Oh, that's right.
There's more of these guys around for sure.
Yeah, there's like a village of VV's sorts that I think
remember
are
that,
not.
So you're totally spoiling this for me, but there are clearly more people of these around.
I think I'm trying to envision it.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
It doesn't count when it's spoilers for a 25-year-old game that we've both played before.
We let, like you doing here the day? Okay, sure.
The day? Hey, Vivi, do you know these people? How could I? I've never been here before. Yeah, I didn't think so. Try talking to some other people. Bye.
Look at that beard.
Hungry Brian.
Who Brian?
That's Brian.
Sis, I'm hungered.
Hungered.
But you just ate a boiled owl, did you know? I did, but it didn't satisfy me voracious appetite. I have to eat some with more punch, like say, eh? Really ho. It's Mr. Pinty Head. Really ho. What have you to sell today?
Hey, look, it's
so much effort. I'm sure this is a heinous, over-the-top accent, but, you know, it's what I got.
Well, and it's kind of seems to be what's written.
Here, a man and a woman are joined by the blessing of the sun. Or a man and a man. Or a woman and a woman.
Happy
or a
Pride
non-binary person with their person of choice.
Literally anybody with anybody.
Of course, we're a bit young to receive the blessing just yet.
Okay.
Heteronormative gnome.
Dog! Weird-shaped dog, but it's a dog.
That was an excellent dog shape, actually. I loved everything about that. It was like a badger and a corgi.
Borgie?
Cadger. Plenty thanks. Your goods are always welcome here. Oh, it's a big guy.
It is indeed. Hey.
Hey.
What the? Wait. Hang on, Vivi. Seems like they still don't talk,
He
though.
jumped.
He's
that was
booking
a lot more
it. Come back.
than normal.
Vivi. Today, what's going on? I have no idea, but we gotta catch up with... What do you mean you have no idea, Zidane?
There's big VVs around. That's all you gotta say. Let's go.
He's so dumb. I have no idea. It's like he's blind to anything that's not a woman. Like, what? What could you possibly care about here, Vivi? I don't see any tits. What? Like, Zidane, pay attention to, like, reality around you. Vivi, where's the black mage? He ran away. Huh. Where the heck did he come from? Has Bran found us?
Do you ken the pointy hats?
Huh? Did you just say pointy hats?
Nay, I said pointy hats. They often come from the southeast forest to trade with us.
They? I mean, there's lots of them? And they live near here?
Aye, but you get to go... But you get to go all the way around yon cliff and then go east to find the southeast forest. These are hard to read without having seen the lines before.
Fair.
They live so deep in the forest that even owls didn't live there.
What's that supposed to mean? I want to go to the southeast forest to find them.
It means they live really deep in the forest, dude.
Yeah, you don't need to understand
it's so deep,
the exact...
owls don't even go that deep.
colloquialism.
I'm not even sure that's a colloquialism. Like, literally,
context clues, man.
Cover is too deep for big flying birds to be there.
Valid, but like just context clues regardless.
It's way in there.
I think it's a good idea. We might find some clues. Possible to try new food anywhere fine. Right, let's head to the southeast forest.
No, the southeast forest?
Yeah, my mistake.
It's not your mistake. It's the Dane's mistake. Don't accept responsibility for his errors.
Woo!
Whee!
Just sliding on in.
So satisfying.
I do love when they come like into the camera.
The Moogles in this are incredibly satisfying. They like slide across the world map and they do that slap.
It's true.
With the book. It's real good.
I just want a Moogle character to like, you just slide through guys for combat and then slam a book on them.
Look at this little dude.
What is
He's
happening
very
with
whimsical.
the music? I want some ore.
We have that.
There you go. I want more.
Okay.
I got so much ore, man. All right. Tell Yeti I said hello? Thanks. Okay.
Goodbye, whimsical creature.
20 AP, that's sick. More of those, please. Well, time to go through the equipment, because everybody's learned a bunch of random stuff.
Nice. While you're doing that, I'm going to go take this plate back to the kitchen.
Time to cycle on through.
For me to unstring.
Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. All right, we got a survival vest. Great. Hey. Caught up on weapons. How nice. Caught up there. Oh, still needs 2 for that. Oh, you never learned jelly. Oh, that's gonna be a huge defense loss. Well, we gotta do it, unfortunately. Okay,
What's
now
jelly do?
Jelly prevents petrification, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it keeps the joints loosey-goosey.
Let's see here.
I ordered new keycaps for my mechanical keyboard, which you know because I was sending you a bunch of pictures, but I'm very excited.
Good. Yeah, keycap swapping is not something that I have ever gone through the trouble of doing.
I got a keyboard that was aesthetic, mechanical, like just a cheap mechanical keyboard for my work. And the level of enjoyment I got out of it, and I can is like way higher than you would think. Like I just really enjoy it. It's nice and it matches my room, and I like the way it types and all that stuff. So
sure,
I was like, I should make my other computer area look fancy. So why is my Alexa talking? Shut up.
Shut the heck up.
Oh, probably because I said computer, and that's what it's tuned to listen to. But holy crap, I'm all the way down the hallway in a different room.
It's so annoying. I don't have anything that I can talk to because I don't like that shit. I don't trust it.
The reason I have it in my bedroom is because I listen to Audible on there, and unfortunately Audible was bought by Amazon, so they're an Amazon company, and so they don't have an app on the Google and all that stuff.
Such horse shit.
And it's nicer to have it on that speaker at night, but that's literally the only thing I really want it for. And the level of annoying it is at this point almost is superseding that for me.
Sure.
Like, it's so frustrating to me that it like advertises to me
God,
in my own frickin' home.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me so angry. So I do have a little Google Home like speaker in my kitchen, and I basically have that so that I can just ask it to turn on timers and tell me what temperature things need to cook at, and like what the temperature is that day, and add reminders to my calendar, because that's usually what I want to happen in my kitchen. And usually, like, if I'm cooking, I don't want to pick up my phone.
Yeah, I'm just not willing to have a microphone that always listens to me for stuff, because I'm
starting to be less willing. For sure.
Yeah, I'm not exactly willing to accommodate that sort of corporate data gathering in my life, actually.
Yeah, I'm getting way less willing to do it.
Because they definitely just listen. They might listen on my phone, despite the fact that it's not set up to listen for OK Google.
Oh, they've got to. They absolutely have to.
Because
the number of times that I mention something, I have not looked it up and then get served ads for it, It is too high.
Yeah.
That is too high to be chance.
Oh, I know. Because, yeah, even my phone...
also is a good time to remind everyone that if you're planning anything that maybe you don't want the government to know, like a protest, don't have your phone with you.
It's true.
It's just a little surveillance box.
It's a crock of shit. I don't like that sound effect for that spell.
It's kind of lame.
Well, and most importantly, the finish to it is kind of the sound of audio getting stuck.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, like if you've listened to enough PCs crash, you know that sound.
Yep.
I have definitely done that. So I don't much care for that sound. He's making a break for it. I think they live so deep in the forest that owls don't even live there.
What a face!
Also, owls. There are less owls this way. Is that what you want? Nope.
Is there something to the right there?
The heck are these goobery mushrooms?
I mean...
They're going crazy with it.
Mushroom octopus with teeth?
Myconid. Stole a tent.
Anyone who watches actual play online, specifically Dimension 20, they started a new season yesterday.
Yeah, I think I saw a post about that.
I did send you the trailer, so you probably...
Yeah.
But it's Sky Pirates, or Adventurers. But
yeah, I looked at the premise, but I did not watch it. Yeah.
Well, I know you don't typically watch.
I do not.
I do think you would enjoy their space season, their sci-fi season.
I probably would. Oh, it tastes bad. Well, I'm glad I spent all that time on that.
I can't believe Queer doesn't like mushrooms.
Right?
Queen,
well, I mean, it is demon-toothed mushroom, so... What are you gonna do? Bonk. You know what we kind of just glossed over is the fact that it was approximately like 6 screens apparently to cross the ocean.
True.
That whole thing was a pretty straightforward process. Uh-huh. Oh. Are we specifically going to the owls? No.
Is there like a side spot that is kind of hidden, maybe?
I don't think so. Speaking of owls, look at this orbulous boy.
That is a borb.
That is a borb. Oh, you use White Wind. I'd probably learn White Wind from you again. Borb.
Lean over and pick it up. I've dropped it again. Struggling.
Yeah, I stole a high potion. I like that.
That's convenient and helpful.
Well, it's not as much of a crisis now that Dagger's here to actually do healing things.
True. That's true.
Boy, Vivi, you do really poor damage to this guy. You gonna actually eat him? Nope, tastes bad. Well, you did eat him, but he tastes bad. Another high potion. So I mean, is it this way? 'Cause... Yep, that gets rid of another owl. Oh, that looks like he's to the right. No, I don't believe there's anything to the right there. Another damn mushroom.
The mushrooms have the same teeth as the sign.
Oh, that's true.
They're very toothy.
Super tooth.
Oh, we are dropping stitches here. Everybody.
Gabby. Get forked. Yeah, another level. Hooray, we've succeeded. To be honest, that was pretty terrible camouflage. Like,
Yep.
So they look like dead trees, but they're actually living trees. Okay.
Yeah, what did that... And also, this is very open. Why don't the owls go here?
Huh. Humans. What's wrong? Oh, no. The humans run. Ugh. Wait. Man, Vivi can't catch a break.
They're so scared.
Here he's a human, there he's a freaking mage. Did you see them? Yeah. They were talking. There are others like me. Why would anyone build a village in the middle of a dying forest? It's not dying? Dagger, are you okay? Beats me.
Is everybody okay?
Are they stupid? Are you trying to tell us that it's dying? Is this your way of stating a fact? Are you providing information, or are you just an idiot? Because mine eyes was telling me that the forest was fine. Where's Vivi? He went that way. But hey, a village. Village always have good food. I go fine. Remember to pay for it. Jeez, you people. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean?
Zidane. The humans are here. The British are coming. The British are coming. Vivi.
These poor folks are so scared.
What's going on? We mean no harm. Also, Zidane's got a tail. He's not technically human, I think. Welcome. Huh? Can I help you? I guess you can. Number 239. Well, I guess I'll take another Mage Masher, because I should always have a spare in case I need to craft it into something. Magic Armlet. That's new. Ritual Hat. That's also new. Magician Cloak. I'll take two.
Music is fun.
Of course, they're selling magic stuff. It's very helpful.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's true. The music is it. Also, that building has a smiley face.
It really does.
I like the smiley building. Different language. Huh? Is he the one who came here with that group of humans? He's all right. Look into his eyes. He's aware, just like us.
Thank you.
thing that just happens to some. Thanks. What are you all doing here? We escaped together from Alexandria in the cargo ships. Well, that's probably good. This far? That's right. We wanted to live in a world where there were no humans. To find that, we had to cross the ocean. I see. So, what's this? This is a, what's the word? It's a cemetery. Right, a cemetery. A cemetery? So, underneath the ground... Yes, our friends are buried into here. But why? That's because I came here with Mr. 36. We escaped together. We had so many things to learn. It was really scary at first, but we helped each other.
I'm sad.
Then one day, Mr. 36 stopped moving. He just stopped. Wouldn't move or say anything. My friend, who knows lots of things, told me that this was what death was. We had to bury him. Mr. 36 is buried under the ground now, but I don't understand why. Going to come out again one day, right? When he does, I'm going to wash him off in the pond.
Oh, no.
What's he talking about?
I'm so sad.
Is it a disease? Was he hurt? Tell me, why? That's because...
Probably because they're living here without the mist.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I would assume.
I would assume that as well. Seems like a pretty good assumption. I have a favor to ask. I also think it's a little bit funny that, like... I don't know, there's this whole seemingly unexplored world that, like, there's not enough, very much information on, and you could, I don't know, just ask the Moogles. They seem to be everywhere. Like,
yeah.
It's incredible that they haven't been enslaved as, like, information sources and stuff.
I know.
Especially considering they can just slide across the world map at insane speeds. Why are you here?
They're actually super dangerous. Which is how they're able to wander around.
Maybe. This is our village. Yeah. Forced the little guy to guide you here, didn't you? That's all you humans ever think about. Oh, using us. You mean about Vivi? It's not true. It's just that I was surprised to see black mages other than Vivi who could talk, so... Besides, I'm here to stop the person who is sending you off to fight. Are you telling the truth? Lies! All humans are liars. You're lying! But it's true. You can't just sit here and watch while horrible things are happening. Why has that guy got such a tall-ass chair? Dang, you want to eat too? Chocobo egg, very delicious. We're never gonna give it to you. We're never gonna give it to you. Are they with you? Can you take them somewhere else? No. You're on your own. Welcome. Can I help you? Hi, potions!
Yes!
About damn time. I mean, again, it's not vital anymore because I have Dagger back, but Jesus, they really left me hanging.
I'm assuming that she's gonna disappear again at some point. Just the one thing I remember about this is the wedding. And I don't think that was one she wanted to be having.
That's not this one.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's not this one.
What? No, I think you're wrong. Don't they try to make her marry the Danger Twink?
No.
Aren't there pictures of her in like a white dress?
Maybe. I think they must have reused this trope several times then. Because they did it in... Is it 12? Or 13?
I for sure thought that...
I don't know. We'll see.
At
Maybe...
some point. Because I'm pretty sure Danger Twink wants to marry her.
It's telling them why we're here. Why are we here? Zidane, it's just a joke.
Are you an idiot?
Don't get mad.
This is not the moment.
He sucks,
this is not the
man.
Moment.
Like, he sucks. Can't you see I'm trying to make them understand? What's a joke? Is it scary? Something funny, right, Dagger? No. Well, it's supposed to be. You don't seem so bad. So you're here to fight the bad guys. That's right, Zidane. Oh my god, you are the bad guy. You're unbelievable, you know that? Hey, where's Vivi? I don't know where he went. That worries me. Going to look for him. These Daggers trying to do stuff. Like, she followed Vivi and like, oh, well, we better go check on him. Zane's just like aimlessly wandering in and around the town. Like, granted, I'm aimlessly wandering around with him, but like...
Injecting himself unhelpfully in conversations without...
Yeah.
Like, it's not the moment for jokes.
With him. It really isn't. Oh, yeah. Cemetery.
It's not joke time.
Where'd he go? Oh, wait. Can I go around to the right here? I can't. Oh, I got it right. Vivi, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, Zidane, it's nothing. Something bad happened? All the black mages seem pretty nice. Nothing happened. I'm hungry. This village people eat terrible food. Oh, Vivi, you're back. Or were you? You look very... You got tired, right, Vivi? What?
Why?
This feels like something that's commonly done in these games.
Is he trying to protect him, or is he just being stupid? I'm confused. But also, like, shut up.
Thinks he knows? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's just... See, they always do this, and I feel like... I don't know if it's what they're trying to communicate, but it really comes off as, like, anybody that does this just has a fundamental inability to, like, listen. Because they're just, like...
Yeah.
Project what they feel is the most likely thing, and they're like, oh, you got tired, right? Yeah, like, I guess maybe he's trying to protect, but like...
That did not read.
Seems weird.
On top of all the other annoying things he says.
Yeah, right.
You're just that's annoying.
You don't have the benefit of the doubt right now, Zidane. I don't blame you. We've been walking around nonstop. We should call it a day. I go to forest and look for food. What about you, Zidane? We'll call it a day. Let's just rest. Dang, maybe he just walked out. Maybe he's letting us have a little moment. Zidane! I cannot stand him. I'm serious. I wouldn't worry too much. But he's trying to figure something out for himself. Sure, whatever. Think about it. See if he's never met black mages like himself before. What if they're being mean to him or saying nasty things? I don't know. You could, like, try to talk to him, Zidane. Like, be a friend?
I think that's not Zidane. I think that's Dagger.
Oh. Then she is correct. Try talking to him. Do you really think the people of this village gathered to do something like that?
Like, I feel like...
Maybe. Just maybe he'll find what he's looking for. Find what? A place to call home. Home? Yeah. Place where he belongs. Hey, Zidane, when you said home, what's the matter? Can't fall asleep? What about a bedtime story? Bro, she's actively talking to you.
She's trying to have an actual conversation.
There you go again. Teasing you is not what is happening. He's just an ass.
Talking over you and ignoring what you're trying to do.
Once upon a time, there's a man There's a man who didn't know where he came from. Okay, I guess he's roundabout trying to answer the question, but like you could just talk to people like normal. Dane? Man had longed to find his birthplace ever since he was a small child. Birthplace, a place he only remembered in his dreams. Why?
Hippo people.
Hippopoda people. Hippo people. Wanted to know more about himself, maybe. About his parents, the house, where he was born. One day, the man left the home of his adopted father and went on a quest to find the answer. The only clue was the blue light he saw in his dreams.
Couldn't ask his adoptive father?
Yeah, I thought it might be a memory of his birthplace. An ocean, maybe? Did he find it? Hey, you're jumping ahead. A lot of things happen along the way. Alright, we can skip ahead. No, he never found it. How could he? His only clue was a colored light. So he went back to the home of his adoptive father.
Oh no!
What do you think his father did when he came home?
Oh, it's that guy. That's good.
Welcomed him home? No way. Father raised his fist and beat the son he had worked so hard to raise. What an ass. Why? I don't know.
That makes me like that guy a lot less. More?
I know, right? Father smiled after beating up his son. You believe that? Just gave his son a beating. What the man thought when he saw his father smile. This is my home. You should find a better home. Like,
what is this? What is happening?
This place I call home. Man, this is like some of the most 90s horse shit I've ever heard, right? Like
this is that like meme that circulates the internet sometimes where it's like, hey, you ever telling a story at a party that you just think is normal childhood stuff and then everybody looks at you horrified? That's what's happening right now.
That is really what happened. Yeah.
Horrified. What do you mean?
I really didn't feel at home until I went home. My adoptive father beat the shit out of me.
And then I knew I was home. What?
Are you good? That's abuse. But he already has a home, maybe.
Don't forget,
he's looking for a place to call home.
15.
Yeah, which is like...
Or younger when this happened.
Well, right. I mean, he's 16 right now.
Yeah, so that was like
in the past,
abuse.
Hypothetically. So it's like, how long did you search? Were you like?
Why was that a funny? That was not a funny story. Final Fantasy. What is wrong with you?
Wonder if Vivi will stay in this village. Who knows?
What do you mean?
That's for him to decide. It does not make me any more endeared to Zidane, that's for sure. Hello, nice to see you again. I wanted to ask you something. What is it? I was wondering how many people have stopped moving. Very kind to use our words. You already know what it means to live and to die. You're asking about our friends who have died, not stopped. 7 of our friends stopped functioning recently. I think our lifespan is limited. I've suspected this ever since the first one came to a stop. It varies a little, but most of us stop moving 1 year after production.
Oh, no.
No.
Also, they've done a lot of work in 1 year.
I haven't told anyone else about this. If I did, they'd feel the same way I do. What do you feel? I don't know. Fear? I don't want to stop. Maybe I want to run away from it all. But living in the village with everyone fills me with joy. The joy of living with them far outweighs the fear of death. Isn't it the same for you? Traveling with your friends gives your life meaning. Yay, found family for Vivi.
Sad.
Just kick Zidane out of the found family. he can go. Really? Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for. Thank you. What's up, Dagger? Zidane, someone saw a silver dragon in the northwest part of this continent. People of Kondapiti said there was a place called Sanctuary where entrance is restricted. I think this Kuja said something about a secret being hidden on this continent. You heard him say that? Yeah, something about the source of the mist. Maybe we can find out more if we go there. Maybe save my mother.
I don't think she's salvageable, but sure.
Oh, where's Phoebe? Phoebe says he's staying behind. Wait for me. Phoebe? Everyone in the village asked me to see the outside world and tell them all about it. I see. Aw, man. I thought Dagger and I'd get to spend... Zidane! Get to spend some quality time together. You just cannot be serious about anything.
But also, like, don't make Phoebe feel bad.
Well, yeah, that. But, like, also, he can't stop being a creep to Dagger. Like...
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, he is just beating this...
The worst.
To death until, like, he just normalizes it. It is abusive behavior. It's abusive behavior to just
sexual harassment
cross boundaries a little bit long enough for the boundary to move. That's abuse. Oh my God. Ah. God. It's so, like, that Zidane sours the whole game. The whole game. It's so bad. Unbelievably bad. And it makes me want to throttle that dumbass in the Steam forums that was saying he's the best of the 7, 8, and 9 trio of protagonists. He's an abuser.
Yeah, he's bad. He's super bad.
The other two are emo. This guy's abusive.
But also, like, logically emo? Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, yes. The other two have situations that are rough. And, like, you know, whatnot. And then there's this asshole.
Yeah, he's pretty awful.
Why is this? I mean, like, the only argument for him being oh my God. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. I can't even with this guy. Dear God. Like,
I love Queena. You suck.
We should leave him here. Like,
he should have got left as soon as he dropped Dagger off with her uncle.
Like, no.
Like, seriously, why is he here?
Actually, you don't
get useless.
To stay. You just harass Dagger the whole time. You're just mean to Queena. Like,
he's the missing stare. Like, I don't know if anybody reads Captain Awkward's blog, there's a like social geek fallacy list, and one of them is the missing stare. And basically the idea of a missing stare is that it's someone who behaves badly, usually creepily, to women, but I guess not always. And instead of dealing with the stare, the missing stare, people have to go around telling other people, hey, avoid the missing stare. Like, don't talk to them, don't be alone with them, whatever. Instead of kicking the missing stare, like, fix the stare. And instead... the stare remains missing, and everyone just gets told about it so they don't fall when someone needs to fix the stare.
Yeah, it's like...
That's the premise of the missing stare.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's painful to have to deal with Zidane constantly. Like...
Yeah, he's just a jerk. Needlessly a jerk. Like, why did that need to be said? What's the point of that?
Like, it's driving me so insane that I almost want to find a spreadsheet of all of the dialogue lines in this game to figure out how many of what percentage of Zidane's lines are him being a dog shit person. Like, it's so high. It's so high. It's been so high. Like, there's, like, inane statements that are not meaningful at all, which could be, like, removed, and that's probably, like, 40% of the things he says, and then, like 30% of the remaining stuff is him being just dog shit. Like, and then, like, maybe there's 30% of the things that he says that are, like, good, I guess, but he just...
It's just neutral to helpful, but like not important. Kind of. Like
he
anybody
just
could have said
says the worst stuff always.
Yeah. And it's always like, I was joking. No.
Yeah, he's just like,
you're actually just a tool.
Yeah, it's that.
Well, and here's the thing is that like part of you'd have to also take him in the context of the other lines, because like the one that he just said where she was like, I'm telling them why we're here, and he's like, why are we here? Like on its face, that doesn't matter, but he was being a jerk.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, it's like the other social idea of like the Schrodinger's asshole, right? Like he says stuff that just is a douchebag thing to say, and then he's looking for the response, and if people agree, then he's golden. And if
it's
they
not even
don't,
if people agree. If it's if people don't say anything, which implies is enough agreement for him to carry on being.
Well, yeah, but like,
total jerk.
But the thing is like if any pushback is like, oh, it's a joke, guys. Like, oh, it's just like
really plausible deniability.
Anything he says is either serious or a joke, depending on the other person's reaction. Like that's it.
Yep.
Like that's how everything he says. He's so many problematic tropes of social behavior. And he's supposed to be the protagonist. It would be fine to have someone like that in the party that is being corrected over the course of the game, but he's the protagonist. Like, I can't get on board with that.
And
I just want him to be gone. Kind of PD, end of the sanctuary that lies beyond. At least a dagger is taking more of like a protagonist role and like leading the party.
Yeah,
That's
did enjoy
better.
Calling him out earlier.
Jesus.
That was great.
All you can see is the little Moogle bobbler,
which I love.
Oh, Zidane just like, we were having such a good day, and then we got to conversation parts.
We were having great,
and it was like, oh.
And then he started talking.
I forgot.
Starts talking every time. He's terrible.
Oh my god,
he's the worst.
It's like a sucker punch every time he opens his mouth. It's like, oh, like I can't believe you'd say that. Oh my god.
What was the point of that?
There were writers to get this game. They got paid. Oh my god. How are we here?
It makes me want to go through and rewrite it, honestly. Like, I know they're translating, but like, just you could probably rewrite his lines wholesale.
There is so easily a universe where he's just not an asshole. Like, it's just not even that hard.
You don't even really have to change anything.
Well, it's also that he's such a huge empty vessel that like he doesn't do anything. Like,
he doesn't do anything.
He could be anything else.
Yeah.
But he's not right now. He's just an asshole. I
want to play the game where Vivi's the main character.
Baffling.
Give me that game.
Just bafflingly upsetting.
It's so wild because Vivi is such a good character. To have him like stuck in this game with such a terrible character is like wild.
Yeah. It really is.
I love Vivi. I love Vivi. He's like carrying this game on his back.
He really is. On his teeny tiny adorable back.
Yeah.
Well, the magic armlet does not provide us with any new abilities, but it does give us some stats. How do you not get any new spells out of a ritual hat? What?
What is this?
How did we get stuff from the magic place and not benefit the magic person? What is this insanity?
It's pretty rude.
It is a bunch of magic defense.
Queena's taking some damage.
You know what? I'm going to take a hot second. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Okay, I'm going to knit.
And also get a snack. All right, I'll be right back. Entertain.
Bye.
Talk about your knitting or whatever. All right.
Okay. I'm knitting the first ever sweater. And it's like a t-shirt sweater. And it's, I've never knit like I've knit socks, I've knit hats, I've knit scarves. I've knit like little toys. I really enjoy knitting little toys, like teeny tiny ones. But I haven't knitted something beyond socks really that I would wear. And so I'm knitting my first ever sweater and I'm really excited about it. And the yarn is 27% cotton, 10% silk, 9% linen, 30% nylon, and 24% acrylic. So that blend is so that it wears, like, is durable with the nylon and the acrylic, but then the cotton and linen and silk make it like lightweight, like almost a summer, like a warm weather sweater. And then the silk makes it real soft, because cotton and linen, for sure, like cotton's like not super stretchy and linen is kind of scratchy when you're working with it. Like over time it gets really soft and lovely and crisp, but like 100% linen is actually very scratchy from a knitting perspective. So it's like, it feels nice. It'll be a lighter weight sweater and it's like mostly teal. And then I've got this like cream colored cat, what's it called? Silhouette. That's like a cartoon cat shape. That's just kind of like leaning its head across the bottom. And the pattern is called Curiosity, which is funny because it's absolutely this cartoon cat just being like, what you doing? And it's very, very cute. And I am like, I don't know, 100 rows in, maybe 80 rows in, and I'm almost done with the cat. Like I'm about to do its final ear, and it's very cute. And then I'll have to start putting it on like stitch holders and knitting the sleeves and the round and all kinds of stuff. So it's about to get really exciting. But I'm really enjoying it, and it's knitting up faster than I would expect because I'm actually very motivated to finish it.
I return.
Welcome back.
I also got myself a little snack. A little tasty dessert.
Nice.
A little pack of Oreo Cakesters that we got a whole box of at the Overstock place that I mentioned earlier. I like going to these sorts of places, especially because you never know what shenanigans are going to be there, because there were so many of these boxes of Oreo Cakesters. They were like just past the expiration date, which assumedly is why they got sold. But they were like bought for like $3.99 for a whole box of 8. It's just like so cheap. And it's very funny to me. I look forward to going back to that place every now and then just to see what shenanigans have appeared.
Maybe I will go there next time I visit.
Yeah, certainly can. It was a recent opening, I believe.
Recent addition?
Well, yeah, I guess it's maybe been something that has existed around, but I think it just moved into the location it's in, so I don't know where it was before. It said it had been around since, like, I don't know, 2020 or something. I'm struggling with my hands.
I I need to go. Maybe I'll go this weekend. Secondhand shopping, vintage shopping, because I really, really want to find a teapot, like a china teapot. And if I could find a really nice one for cheaps at like a thrift shop, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
There's a Wedgwood pattern from the 90s discontinued that's called Jade, and it is so pretty. And I would love to have that.
MP plus 10%. What kind of a crock of shit is this? Unbelievable.
It's like $300 everywhere I could find it. And I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah.
Not willing to do that. The teacup and the saucers, like $30, which is more manageable, but like I don't want to spend $300 on them.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Like I'll buy a computer chair or something if I want to spend that much money.
Fair. Dirt cheap dessert, my favorite. Not worse for wear, maybe slightly dry, but it tastes like a bargain.
You can dip it in milk if you need to.
I actually don't have any milk at the moment.
I don't either. I was so sad. I wanted cereal for dinner.
I know.
And it was like, your milk has turned bad. And I was like, no.
Well, I haven't had cereal in days.
I keep waiting to pull the trigger on my grocery list, because it's like $270 worth of groceries. And I'm like, it's not that much groceries. That's so much money. So I'm trying to decide if I will save money by not going pick it up, or if I should go myself and see what I'll find. Sometimes if I'm there in person, I just want to buy everything. Because I'm always hungry, it seems like, when I go there.
I stole a tent. Can't eat until weaker.
The demon boar. It looked like you were patting my shoulder just then on my Vignon because of the way we're squished together on mine.
Funny. No, I'm just fishing out some more snacks.
Cakesters. That makes me want snacks. And I don't have much snacks in my house because, as I said, I've been waiting to pull the trigger on food.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Well, yeah, the funny thing about shopping and buying stuff at an overstock is you get to have the weirdest snacks. Because not only did we buy the Oreo Cakesters, which are double chocolate on chocolate, they also had these weird collaboration bags of popcorn with Fruity Pebbles cereal. So they're like covered in Fruity Pebbles and some like sugary icing adjacent to milk or emulating milk. And so it's like just some weird ass snacks, but they were cheap as dirt. So I was like, yeah, sure. Okay.
Have you been able to eat that thing with Quina, or does it keep dying?
No, I just ate it. I got matcha magic from it.
Nice. You just learned Lucky 7.
I think that was on the Exploder. It was. Damn it. So many fights.
It's less time with Zidane talking. So that's something.
Oh boy.
I would like to do streams of knitting. I don't know if I can just chat for that long. Maybe if I find a good playlist.
Man, it's hard.
And just like ASMR my way through it, you know, like mic the needles and have like, because they probably won't pick up, but I have like, can you hear that?
A little bit.
I have metal needles on this, so they click a little bit when you, but like, I also don't know if I'd get anybody who would give me a hard time about the way I knit. Because I actually knit a little strange. Because when I was learning, someone taught me, and I learned to throw it. Like, there's different types of... Throwing basically means you, quote-unquote, drop a needle or let go of a needle, grab the like active yarn in your hand and wrap it, and then pick the needle back up. And but normally, at least in the US and I think Western Europe, you throw with your right hand. But somehow between someone showing me how to throw and me practicing, and the next time I had a lesson, I had switched to throwing with my left hand.
Huh.
So I don't drop the right hand needle. I don't actually even drop the left hand needle because I can hold the yarn between my thumb and forefinger of my left hand and just wrap it while I hold on to the rest of the needle with the rest of my hand. So like, it probably looks weird, but it's just the way that I do it. It's way easier.
I feel like the knitting community is fairly welcoming. I can't imagine you'd get too many people hassling you about knitting.
Oh, it can be pretty weird, but most people don't like the weird people. But like,
yeah,
people can be really obnoxious anywhere. But
I mean, then you ban their asses.
Yeah.
You do have a
like,
solution.
Yeah, I'm self-taught, and look, I'm getting knit stitches, so congrats, I'm knitting correctly. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, like I can't imagine you'd get that many, and you can just remove them.
And it can also just be like, how are you knitting like that? And I can be like, don't know, man, I just do. Like, that would be fine. That doesn't bother me. But it took me a while. I was watching a video, and I was like, wait. Am I doing this wrong? What's happening here? So I don't really know when the jump happens, but I will say if you knit continental, which is like European continental, I think. There's a lot of ways to knit, to be honest.
It's interesting. I had no idea that there were so many like regional strategies.
There's so many. There's so many. And there's some debate like which one makes you knit faster and stuff like that. I'm actually closer to continental the way I do it because you would hold the needle in the yarn in your left hand. But in that case, the action you're taking with the yarn is called picking. So you're wrapping. It's basically, are you wrapping the yarn around the needle with your fingers, or are you wrapping the yarn around the needle by moving the needle around?
Mm-hmm.
The finger one is throwing, the needle one is picking, and I kind of do a mixture. So I did switch to continental for a while on one of the socks because for whatever reasons my fingers just got like fumbly, and it fixed it when I started picking versus throwing.
Interesting.
But then when I picked it back up again, I couldn't figure out what I'd been doing, so I just went back to throwing.
You just lost it all.
The hands do what they want. I don't know, man.
True. Well, it's like if I have a game that's like, you know, actually intensive and takes active use, like Sometimes the best thing I can do is walk away and come back like next week, and I just like play an entirely different way, and it's just like, but it's easier now, so.
We figured it out. Yeah, the only downside is if you switch your way you're knitting in the middle, you can end up with like weird tension, but.
So the sanctuary is on the other side of that valley. The exit leading there from the upper floor is guarded by a dwarf who won't let us through. Twin dwarfies block way out from shop on right side. No can get through. Well, let's just try to go as far as we can.
So what's the issue?
We're trying to get across the city.
Oh, and we can't just ask them?
No, because it's forbidden.
Oh.
Restricted area.
Right.
The sanctuary.
You mentioning popcorn reminded me that I have popcorn, and now I'm like, ooh, do I want
Well, what's really funny, and one of the reasons I'm like, this might be why this snack was not very popular, is you know how, like, if you have a bag of popcorn, like a pre-packed bag of popcorn, not like a popped bag of popcorn, you probably get some, like, popcorn crumblies at the bottom, right? Like you start losing structure of popcorn and they become like finer and finer to the bottom. Yeah, well, like a quarter of the bag does that, but also has all of the Fruity Pebbles that fall off. So it's like at the bottom, it's kind of turned into a bowl of cereal, a mixture of popcorn and Fruity Pebbles.
Just eat that part with the spoon.
I know. I'm like, I was eating it this afternoon, and I was like, all right, I'll come back to this because I gotta put it in a freaking bowl. The problem, of course, is that you also have the occasional landmine that is a kernel, as you do. So like, that's rough. Say, I want to get through here.
Never. Only those who've received the ceremony can pass. Oh. Like the marriage ceremony?
Yeah. What the heck is that ceremony?
Speak to His Holiness.
And where is His Holiness?
I don't ken where he is.
Okay, bye. Not very helpful. Hold on, I never
I would just climb over the roof.
Rally ho!
Rally ho!
Oh! You guys are selling weapons.
Stardust rods.
But nothing is new. Aside from this poison knuckles, which I will buy. The expectation that it will come in useful later.
Heist you back! I can't ping, 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 ping.
Okay, no, you're all... You two are combined. I was hoping one of them might have been a synthesis place.
Bless you.
Thanks. Although only you heard.
My brain interpreted that as a yawn before the sneeze happened. Speak to His Holiness. So I yawned. I didn't ken where he is. Oh, he just borrowed that. That's the Kirk boat. The symbol of Conde Petty.
What's a boat doing up there?
Boat? I didn't ken what you're talking about. What's a boat?
Wait, did he not call it a boat? It's the Kirk boat.
Kirk boat?
Okay, sure.
This is where we give thanks to the sun and the heaven.
You're not His Holiness, huh? Okay, well.
You looked important.
You sure did. What's this? Some kind of roster or something? The current number of couples who, having received the blessings of the sun and the heavens through the authority of Father David, have visited the sanctuary, 99. Okay. Sure.
So we're going to have to marry Dagger.
That's probably what they're going to do. Hey, mister, are you the holy guy? And I'm so annoyed because
Father
that's going to make Zidane so goddamn happy.
It's going to make him insufferable. Can we just have Dagger marry Vivi?
Seriously. Or Queena.
I am Father David.
What are you doing hanging around this hallway?
Well, a priest has much to worry about, you see.
Yeah, whatever. Look, it's a small thing, but it's still
constantly rude.
Yeah.
He's always rude.
He like asked the question, he got an answer, and he's like,
and then immediately
whatever.
was like, I don't actually care. Like,
yeah.
He's just always rude.
Look, we want to get past this village.
Tradition states that only those who undergo the ceremony can approach the sanctuary.
So what the heck is that ceremony about, anyway?
Well, after a man and a woman... Hey, Dagger.
Welcome.
Well, after a man and a woman are blessed in holy union, they leave on...
Own.
That is a weird... That one's weird.
It is.
They leave on holy pilgrimage to the sanctuary.
So, basically, it's a wedding and a honeymoon, right?
I dinna can you wear it, lad, but methinks you understand.
Do ya? Because he's just making shit up. So, we can go to the sanctuary if we undergo
Please
that ceremony,
marry Vivi.
Right? Oh, hey, Dagger. So, yeah, that's the deal. What do you think? We can go if we get hitched, but there's no way we'd actually... Let's do it. What?
So, you want to be joined? The ceremony is only for dwarves, see? But we have a few young folks nowadays. We're down to 99 couples. I was worrying about that very thing. But what's the harm? Now we can move our 100th ceremony.
Dagger? What's going on?
You're not actually getting married, you idiot. Spirits of the mountain.
Waggling their arms.
Spirits of the wood.
How did I get into this? Just
watch over this man and woman as they begin their journey.
Gotta do the ceremony to get past this village. Only a guy and a girl can have the ceremony. It ain't
rude.
Like...
It's Pride Month.
Yeah, just freaking chill. Hold on a sec, Dagger. Don't you get it? This is No, it's not really.
This is subterfuge, my guy.
No kidding. We have to do it to go on. Like,
this
hey,
subterfuge.
Zane, it's called lying. I'm pretty sure you know about it, because you're an ass.
Yeah.
It's called lying.
Just don't turn in the wedding license. You're fine.
Well, you're going to move out of the country immediately anyway. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't practice this religion. You'll never see these people again. No one's ever going to know.
Lying. Do you speak it?
He does. I don't know what his issue is now.
Exactly.
Suddenly.
Yeah, but
Why can't we
that's
lie
not
about
reason enough. Oh, come on. Doesn't mean shit, Zidane. What you thinking? You're supposed to get angry and say no way.
You gotta go to sanctuary.
In sickness
and in health.
Of course, we're just trying to get past this village. Well, you are so up your own ass right now, Zidane.
Have the strength to carry ye through the trials.
Trials? Could be the cheat. Oh my God, Zidane.
No.
God, I hope not.
No, she doesn't.
If she does, I
and the
quit.
wisdom to follow the path.
God, I admit, I was pretty deep that night. That's what she felt for. I'm such a stud. No, I hate Zidane so much. I have never disliked a character as much as I dislike Zidane. Like, I hate villains less than I hate Zidane. He is
absolutely diabolical.
Just unpalatable to such an extreme. Unbelievable.
May the blessings of heaven be upon the man and woman.
And if either of you happen to be an ass, may you be struck down by lightning immediately. Dagger, now we're man and wife. Yeah, whatever. Time for the kid. God, Zidane, you're fucking the worst. Hard to get. He's so upsetting.
I hate him. Happy fit. Now you need to announce your joining to the twins at the gate.
Okay. What? You mean there's more?
You just go to the gate and tell them that you can go.
Yeah, it's
to follow
complicated
tradition,
or whatever.
Lad. Like, you would have to do that anyway. It's not a new step.
Ah, well, time for us newlyweds to make the rounds. Remember, we're only married while we're here. Bliss is so fleeting. Zidane, what are we supposed to do? Hey, you guys trying to ruin our honeymoon? But you know, can't just leave us here. Don't worry, I'll figure something out.
That's
Will
true.
you?
I did forget. See, Zidane should have married Queena, and Dagger should have married...
Oh, yeah, like, why don't you guys get married? Why don't you guys get married, too? What? Yeah, that's it. In the meantime, Dagger and I can go announce our marriage. All right. Yeah, I really wish that we had actually had the ability to choose who was up there marrying who. That would be much more entertaining to me. That would also feel a lot more like Final Fantasy VII, I feel like. Because 7 felt like it gave a lot more options of, like, little interactions like that and, like, choice in some of the weird-ass scenes. But this one's just like, no, it's Zidane. And it's like, I hate that guy. Yeah. It's through the trials, blah, blah, blah. The wisdom to follow the path. Yeah, we got it. Man, woman, or adjacents. Non-binary and non-binaries, you can be best friends. I'm so happy. Yeah, Queena. Me too. Thief. What? Hi guys, we're the Newlyweds. Today the Dagger. Rally ho. Happy fit.
Sorry, I was counting stitches. Rally ho, happy feet. Off to the sanctuary then, are you?
That's right. Will you let us through now?
Rally ho, of course. Safe journey to both of you. Bow. Bow thing.
And then they just give up guarding. Let us be off, my darling. Thief! That keeps popping up outside of the bounds of the camera. It's like, thief. Mog, hurry.
Oh.
Yeah, there she is. Kubo.
Kubo!
Stop, thief. Stop. What's going on? I don't know. Let's go take a look. Yeah, that all seems a little superfluous now, doesn't it?
They got away. What? Sure, we'll say that. And we can't go any farther. What?
Does anyone live out here?
Of course not. It's forbidden. Ugh, Yantu thieves are always snitching food.
Oh, yeah?
I'll catch him next time.
Hey, guys. Oh, hi, guys. So, you've had your ceremony, right? Well, they're here, aren't they? Thief have nerve to steal food right in front of me. Okay, time to press on. Well, wasn't that fun? Except for Zidane, who I hate so much. You guys good? Hey. I like how Mountain Path gets a whole ass, like, title screen. Is like, it's a mountain path. Okay. Koopo. Hurry, Mog, before we get caught. Koopo. What's wrong, Mog? Koopo. Wait, don't leave me here. Stuck on a branch. Betrayed by my own trusted Moogle. This how I meet my end. Mog, I'm gonna haunt you if I die here. Oh, am I hallucinating? That person has no horn. Has a tail, though. What's up? Ah, help! Don't eat me, I won't taste good. It's true, I taste awful. You heard her, Queena. I see. Too bad. But Moogle that ran away, a very strange color. I go find and eat it. Freaking Queena, man. No, don't!
I love Queena.
Ah! Gotcha.
Queena, open that chest. What do you mean?
Yeah, grab that on your way by, please. Thanks. You okay? Yeah. You're not hurt? I told you I'm okay. I'm not a child like that kid in blue. You're literally labeled little girl. But you don't look any older than me. Vivi, you don't look any age. I don't... They keep saying this about Vivi.
Yeah, they conveniently were like, you look 9.
It's like,
Thanks,
does
everybody.
he? Does it? Do they? Just a Vivi. You kidding? I do have a name, you know. Well, you didn't introduce yourself, so that's what happened. Eiko. Age 6?
Oh my god.
No. Just... No. Like, she's not 6. No. That's insane. Have these people met 6-year-olds? She's not 6. I can't with this shit. These ages are madness. Name's Eiko. Shouldn't you introduce yourself before addressing a lady? Like, 6-year-olds just don't talk like this. You introduce yourself first. You got a problem? I mean, they say that, I suppose, but like, I'm Tagger and this is Vivi. Yeah, what about you? Me, I'm Zidane. Zidane, all right. So, Miss Eiko, why did you steal from the village? I was hungry.
'Cause she's 6.
Haha, you sound just like... Okay, yeah. Your starvation is hilarious. Like, your poverty. So funny. Hee hee hee.
It's so funny that you, a child of 6, are reduced to theft to feed yourself. Haha. You're just
hilarious.
Like our friend.
Oh ho ho. Come on.
Like...
Did they really go chasing after that Moogle? Oh no, they're gonna eat Mog. I don't think Queena would eat a Moogle. Do you live nearby, Eiko? Yeah, beyond this path. I'm sure Mog went home. Why don't we take her home? Yeah, anything for my lovely wife. God, you suck. You are married? Yep, we're newlyweds. No, we're just friends. If that. We're associates.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Yeah. I would not have given you that, Zidane. I want to be your friend, too. All right, then. Let's go to our new friend's house. At least he doesn't hit on the 6-year-old, I guess. Jesus. A small blessing.
A tiny little hoppy bug.
Oglop.
Oh, is that an oglop? I guess it is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a chest.
Chests all over the place. Quack. Quack. Blue stone is set on the stone. Received a blue stone from the stone.
Thanks.
Well, I unfortunately stumbled into a thing I had to do, I guess. Ah, here we go. Now I'm up here. Chest. Tint. That's not very exciting. Redstone. Taking it. Now I have a
Look at all these stones.
Yeah. Gotta catch them all. Stones. Hang up. Those look like giant beans. Why don't you just eat some of the giant beans?
Yeah.
Susan, I have a letter for you. Thanks for delivering mail from Mogmat. Mogmat just moved to a new village. I was worried about it. It's been 6 months
I love
since
that we get all of this
Wikipedia.
information of like the Moogles comings and goings.
I know, like I know more about the Moogles than freaking anything
like
else.
A saga.
Food here is great. Now people are very nice, Kupo, but the only thing I can't get used to is the rally ho. I keep saying rally Kupo. Village life sounds hard, Kupo. Rally Kupo.
Wham!
Close enough. Whop.
Once again, though, I just want 10
buy a
years.
Magic tag, tint, and ether. Sure. Yeah, it still holds true that everybody should be 10 years older.
Yeah.
Buddy, with this money, I can continue my journey. Well, have a good time.
Because a starving 16-year-old, still child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still
Great.
sad.
Perfect.
Still would be stealing food.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Interesting character for being on her own at 16. Also old enough to have a backstory. 6-year-olds? Not really old enough to have a backstory.
No.
Your backstory extends 1 week. You have you have what you did last week. That's it. You're 6.
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't even remember 2 years ago.
You sure don't. Whee.
A tree?
It's a big-ass tree. It's kind of like the other big-ass tree.
It's the second big tree that we've seen. I wonder if there's some type of through-the-world tree connection happening.
This one is fortunately not nuked yet. Is that the sanctuary? Seems like a potentially reasonable guess.
Hey, look, there's a stone over there.
Yeah. There's also something going stompy stomp. Oh no. It's probably this guy going stompy stomp.
Oh, he's Lorge. Why is this? No,
he's jolly green giant if I ever saw one.
Woof.
You can also summon. Allow me to steal. I haven't summoned him yet. Here we go.
What the?
It's Fenrir.
Why is it on a cat thing? Or is that also supposed to be a dog?
Oh.
What the heck?
Boot?
Like Anubis with a dog head and then a human fist?
Was Fenrir the one? I got an achievement for summoning a Fenrir. I don't know. Ow.
Why is this guy so weird? I'm just gonna sit on your face. And not in a consensual way.
Not in a fun way, no.
Yeah. That would actually really hurt if someone like jumped.
Oh yeah, the jumping is not ideal.
Slammed you, like, ouch.
Not ideal.
I don't think I would get up.
Eiko, you don't have very much health.
Oh, well, she's 6.
True. That's true.
I feel like that's normal.
I didn't catch if Zidane just botched his
he stole a mithril fork.
Okay, cool. Damn! It's a good one, BB. Ow. Try drain. See how you do there.
Now we have healer options.
We do.
It's exciting.
Okay, Phoenix down is probably all the fun that we're gonna get. Yay!
It is
Rama.
convenient.
Hey, bro.
I'm old.
I'm so old. Why have you summoned me from my recliner? I was napping. I apparently get an achievement for summoning each different summon. So that's a thing.
That's nice. We like that. Do you think if I popped a bag of popcorn, I'd have time to eat it before stream was over?
Probably not. Because I'm probably going to wrap up once we kind of clear this area.
Okay. I washed my face before stream, so all I have to do is brush my teeth to go to bed. Now I have to decide if I want to eat first. It's kind of late at night to be eating, but I'm hungry.
What are all these abilities that I didn't realize you had when you were trans? What's going on over here? I see some shenanigans. Roger.
What?
That's just some rude-ass behavior.
Oh, come on.
All right, I got big damage incoming. probably.
I haven't done a rainbow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big number. Rainbow. Yay, AP. That big monster just shows up from time to time. Well, he's not gonna anymore. I usually just run away. Pretty good fighter, Eiko. Thanks. Hey, how come you can summon Eidolons, Eiko? I thought you could too, Dagger. Well, not usually. Hey, have you always been able to do that? Who are you talking to when you said that, Zidane? You're looking at Dagger and Eiko is answering. Of course, my grandpa and everyone else did it all the time. What do you mean? Yeah, that's not the way to my house. That's the way to the Yifa tree. This way to my place. Only looking at the mountains. The Yifa tree? I thought it was called
Have
Sanctuary.
all her people been killed?
Huh? Oh, that's what the dwarfs call it. Everyone else calls it the Yifa tree. The Yifa tree. Let's go.
I worry the Danger Twink has, like, destroyed her village for Eidolons. She's the only one left.
I like how we just glossed over the whole everyone else calls it the Yifa tree. Like, can you please elaborate on everyone else? You're just gonna, like, cruise on by not worrying about that, huh? Alright, well, I think we are actually pretty much all caught up on abilities.
Heck yeah.
Nearly, at least. Which does help. It just freaking took a while. Well, and then Eiko, who has to literally learn everything ever because she doesn't know anything.
Yeah. I yawned.
I noticed.
I enjoy watching our models go through the rainbow routine.
It's good stuff.
It's really satisfying.
It's good stuff.
Are we going backwards? Oh, you're saving.
I am. Well, I am saving, but also I wanted to go. Also, there's more big dudes. Okay. Going back, but I also wanted to check the... There's an obvious thing that I ignored, because I assumed it was related to the stones that we've been picking up. Oh, of course he counters. Why wouldn't he counter?
They always counter.
They freaking always counter.
There's a lot of counter in this game. You got like centaur legs, like back legs.
Yeah.
Very
That's true.
draft horse.
Counter. Sorry, just do enough damage that he dies before he gets counter. That's fine. Time for a tent. App on the old cliffside. Oh yeah.
Swap.
This guy. There's a hole. Red. Blue, yellow. Leave it alone.
Was that the order we got them in?
No, I just tossed them in. It's apparently not enough. Stones.
They probably have an order.
Well, there's still a hole, it said, so... Maybe there's some more over here. Oh, there is still more terrain happening? Oh, here we go. Take it out. There's a greenstone. What do you think? Is all of them? Should I? Yeah. I'm gonna go check. I'm curious. Can't help myself.
No, the rainbow ended.
Womp womp.
That didn't feel like 10 minutes. How long is that? 5 minutes?
I think it's 5. The greenstone. Something came out from the back. A moonstone. I bet a moonstone...
Does it teach an Eidolon?
No, it doesn't. That's stupid.
Boo.
Also, I have 12 Parados. Why do I have 12?
In case you lose 11.
I mean, I guess I could sell 11. I think it's a little bit silly that these Parados drop a whole lot because, like, that really diminishes the significance of us having gone through that whole ordeal with Rama where, like, he gave us a Parado to learn how to summon when, like, oh, yeah, you just find these all over the ground. Like, we could just grab one of those. We really didn't need to worry about it. Not even a little bit of a concern. Whoop. And I'm just outside now. Tree over there. All right, well, I did say once I got out of there, that'd be a good place to end it. And I suppose it is.
Do you think we're going to that weird hill? The Hershey's Kiss?
Yeah, probably the weird hill. That would be my guess. Zidane. Why must you be insufferable?
He's so bad.
I'm a little shocked it hasn't gotten better yet. Honestly, I thought we'd have a turnaround.
He feels like he's still stuck in the beginning stages of, like, who is this guy? Oh, he's kind of a jerk. Like, when does he happen?
Yeah.
Does he just not?
I don't know.
It's
well,
terrible.
You see, he's full of virtue and doesn't need a reason to be nice or do good things or whatever it is that it said. Yeah, to help people. Except he is made of ulterior motives.
Makes no sense.
That is
such a stretch.
Absolutely.
It's not even a stretch.
Baffling.
Like, I don't understand.
It's baffling.
At all.
Like,
why do they say that about him in that opening sequence? It's so weird.
It's never the thing that I would expect. Like, I would never ascribe that to him. Ever.
No.
Like, oh, what kind of person is Zidane? An ass? It's like,
he's
you don't think he's
never
full of virtue? No.
Anything about that.
No.
No dialogue.
No.
To even hint that is how he operates.
No, not even a little bit.
I think maybe there was one last stream, but it was like barely. And I only thought of it in that context because of that opening title.
Right. Yeah. It's
so weird.
Terrible. It's crazy.
He is so weird.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right. But that's gonna be all for today. Thanks all for coming and hanging out.
Happy basically Friday.
Happy Friday. Hope to see you all on Saturday for the PC building stream. It will be an exciting new adventure for everybody involved. So Thanks all. Have a good night. Enjoy the end of your week. Have a good weekend. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.